Hi everyone.
Hi.
We are obviously back from Florida. We're it's a day after we got back, and we're still in the Disney blues, obviously.
Yep.
So we thought we'll do a video going through sort of our experiences of the holiday, going through some of our haul stuff. You can see it over there.
Some.
It's all around us. I'll be honest.
There's some in front, some here,
Yeah.
some here.
Yeah.
Some are here, some are over there.
Yeah. But we said we'd do a haul video and go through what we bought. And we thought we'd talk about some of our experiences as well, while it's still all fresh in our mind. And sort of to relive everything as well, keep it going for us for another day at least.
Yeah. It says you're the one that was looking at villas at 7 a.m. this morning.
Yeah.
Hasn't even been 24 hours yet.
Yeah, I want to go back right now. But yeah. We're
doing a haul. And first we wanted to talk about like what we thought of overall what our holiday was like.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, so it was by far the best family holiday we've done.
Yeah, normally we go to centre parks.
Yeah, we do love centre parks and other places we've been. But as a family, that was the furthest and longest sort of holiday we've done.
Without family as well.
Without other family members.
Just
it's just us two and the kids. Yeah. And it was amazing. It really was. Like, I have zero regrets about it. It did cost a lot.
Oh.
Don't get me wrong. It cost a fortune.
We did spend 6 years saving up.
Yeah.
So.
And we did also want it to be one of those holidays where we didn't say no to the kids. I mean, we did in some respects. It was more of, you don't really need that, or that's just going to sit somewhere in a drawer, you're not going to use it, or things like that. Like Harley on our last day at Disney wanted to buy him another set of ears, but she wouldn't get the chance to wear them at a park until we go back. So we sort of talked her into another t-shirt instead.
To get some use out of it.
Yeah, because there's something she can wear every day that way. So, it was just things like that. But it was one of those things where it was like, oh, can we have this to eat or drink? And we're like, yeah. So, no regrets. It was a really good holiday. I'm glad we did staying in Disney and Universal for our first time as well. That staying in that bubble, I think, kept it magical for us. I mean, not saying it doesn't if you stay off property, but for us with kids for the first time,
in a place that we weren't totally sure
about
how
getting around.
Things worked. Yeah.
And both Disney and Universal did really good with the transport from the parks to the hotels. We'll probably talk about that in a bit more later on, because we've got some opinions on that. I really enjoyed where we stayed. We stayed at Disney's All-Star Music. When I booked it, it was the cheapest one. That's why we booked it. But I'm glad we did, because it did feel really nice there. Like, they had music themes for the different parts of the hotel, and we were in the rock and roll one, weren't we?
Yeah.
And it was just playing rock music constantly.
Which we like.
Yeah, so it was you come out of your room in the morning and you hear rock music. It was like a good vibe to
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah, just
a bit of like Avril Lavigne.
Yeah, it was just a good mood to put you in for going into the parks. So it was really nice. The theming was really good. The pools were really good there, both of them. We were closer to the piano pool. That was quieter, both for sure. But the kids preferred that one, I think, in the end, didn't they? Because we had a bit more fun in there, didn't we? It was more room to play around.
Because it was quieter.
Yeah. But the other pool was really good as well. They have movies playing at the other pool. They have like a big projector screen up. I think we watched Aladdin, didn't we?
Yeah, we were swimming around.
We were just swimming around watching Aladdin.
Aladdin.
It was crazy. It was like 9 o'clock at night. It was dark.
I think we all just started swimming around, just go, poof, what do you need? Poof, what do you need? Poof, what do you need?
So, it was really nice. It was nice to go swimming at night time as well there. The pool stayed up until like 10, 11. So it was really good. We didn't get to go to the pool at Surfside, mostly because we were only there for 4 days. Or 4 nights.
Yeah.
And we had quite a jam-packed sort of time, and we also, by that point, wanted early nights and Yeah, we didn't
sleep-ins. Yeah.
So we didn't really stay up too late to go in the pools, but it looked really, really nice out there. We went for we looked at it.
We had a little gander, didn't we?
Yeah. So I think next time that's something we'd probably do a little bit different, is a bit more time in the pool there.
Or like split up the holiday like more evenly rather than 10 days at Disney and 4 at Universal. Because
saying that though, I feel like when we were at Universal, we managed to get pretty much everything done in one day in a park.
Yeah, so to be fair, yeah.
So we didn't necessarily we didn't need all 4 days at Universal. Like one of them we did. You'll have seen in the videos, but we started out at Islands of Adventure at Hagrid's and Velocicoaster, Kong, and Hulk, and then we went to Studios and we did a couple of things there, and then we went to Epcot, didn't we? So we didn't stay just in Universal, so because we felt like we'd done pretty much everything that we wanted to do. We didn't do every single ride, but
no, the main rides that we wanted to do for our first.
Yeah, for us and the kids, they weren't too bothered about doing the Simpsons rides and things like that. And
maybe next time we will, because they'll
be a bit more older and wanting to do different things. But we managed to do everything we wanted to do in the parks. I think rides wise. There's a few things like food and stuff we didn't get to do that we wanted to do, did we?
No, but I think that's because we filled up on the all-you-can-eat character dinings.
So sort of going into pros and cons of the holiday, 'cause we'll go into the character dining, I think, in that as well.
Yeah.
For me, the big pros was just the theming, wasn't it, for the kids, like you were talking about before we recorded. But for me, just the Star Wars area, Black Spire Outpost at Hollywood Studios, and
amazing.
Yeah, that's just mind blowing. Like,
yeah,
the only con for that is as you're driving up to it, you can sort of see it from behind, and you can see all the construction poles and stuff. So it sort of takes you out of it. But when you're in there, you don't.
It's like the back of a billboard.
Yeah. But when you're in there, you are completely immersed. It's amazing. They have stormtroopers walking about. Cast members are all in sort of Star Wars themed costumes, and like you said, we saw Rey and Chewie like
just wandering around. Yeah,
but also like hiding behind corners from the stormtroopers, and Kylo Ren walking around. We got some great interaction with Kylo Ren and James and me.
Yeah.
He said that we would be considered an ally, so that was quite good.
Mind you, Universal was really good with that as well, with the Death Eaters.
Oh yes, someone sort of disowned their family to a Death Eater.
I didn't disown you.
She did. She bowed to a Death Eater, and he said, "Are you with them?" And she was like, "Oh no." So yeah. But just generally the theme and like the Jurassic Park area. When we walked in, our son James, he's been big on dinosaurs his whole life, and you walk across the bridge from Hogsmeade into Jurassic Park, and you just see the gates and
with the fire
and the music. Like I teared up inside a bit. Like that was.
And he's like,
his face just made a while going. It really did. But yeah. Just the theming everywhere. Like we've been to parks in the UK, and you've got like, oh, this is an area, then it's very suddenly like, oh, you're in another area. Whereas here it blends. Like when you're in Animal Kingdom and you're going from like Africa into
Asia,
like it just blends somehow naturally, and even into Pandora. Like as you start going over the bridge, you start hearing the noises and things, but then as you go, there's a bit more foliage and stuff, and then suddenly it's all there, and it
is mostly like the plants
and the noises as well. The noise as well, because like you think it's obviously like animals, so they are playing music through the speakers, aren't they? But it's so well done. You are fully immersed, whichever park you're in, whichever area you're in. Even in Universal Studios, when you're in like New York and then you go to San Francisco, and like it's all really well done.
Yeah.
Just silly things like the flooring as well, like the footprints in the floor. Change depending on which land you go to, and
they even did that at Black Spire Outpost, because you had like
there's droid prints in the floor, and there's like other aliens footprints, and even like in Magic Kingdom you go to the Storybook Circus and there's peanuts like for the elephants and stuff. Like it's amazing how much thought they put into everything. Like it's so good. I think as well, something, it's sort of pros and cons. Like, I think the magic bands at Disney, they've done that right.
Yeah.
Like, we all got our own little magic
Yeah.
bands. And
I think the only
the kids' ones
con about them.
is the extra cost.
No. Well, yeah, there is that. But not all the bands are in one place.
Oh yeah,
we went
yeah.
to the Disney store thinking a vast majority of the designs would actually be there, but they weren't.
Yeah, so it was on our first day. We decided, we'll go to Disney Springs. Like, before we even went, we just, we'll go to Disney Springs. We'll go to World of Disney. We'll all pick out magic bands so that we can use them throughout the whole holiday. And they had maybe 5 different designs. That was about it. There was more choice in our own hotel.
I wanted one of the new glittery ones.
Yeah.
I wanted the pink glittery band, and I thought it would be at least in our resort Disney store or at Magic Kingdom, and they weren't.
Yeah, so it just
in the end, I think I found it at Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
And I was like, well...
Yeah. Well, then you'd already bought one because we were like, we need one. So,
otherwise it would have been counterproductive to have one on the last day.
Yeah, so I think there's a lot of shops where you go around and it's like, this is a pin trading shop and it's just nothing but pins and it's thousands of them. They should have a magic band shop somewhere or a little stall or something where they just have a good variety for the different parks. Because James really wanted a Star Wars one.
Don't get me wrong, we did find him one, but he then later found
a different one that he would have preferred,
that he would have rather have had. But we know for next time, and he will probably because they're
a bit smaller for the
they're
kids.
They're smaller. You break them to make them.
How it works is, I don't know if you can see on camera, but there's like a little bit here.
You can
sort of see it where you sort of have to rip this bottom bit off.
So that it fits the kids.
So it then fits the kids. So
but then once you do that...
You can't then put it back on.
And they grow, you can't...
Yeah, so by the time we go back, they'll probably both need different ones.
New ones. Harley's going to need a new one because she was on like the last 2.
Yeah. So. Something we did get though is you can see this white band here. It's like a little rubber band thing, bottom of Amazon.
Yes.
So
Lightsaber.
These just pop on and they pop off really easily. Yeah. So we did that, and then you put the band over it and it held on.
Yeah,
I think they never came off.
I think that is a con about them as well, because one of my pops actually I keep calling them pops, but one of these actually did come out for me.
Yeah.
And if I didn't notice and click it back in,
that would have come off on a ride.
It would have come off on a ride. So I think they do need to have like a watch, or at least loop in maps.
I've got like a Google Watch, and it sort of just threads under itself. Like that would have been so much easier. But yeah, I think the system though is really good. How you tap in to anything, and the way it does your photos as well on rides.
Yeah,
I think worked really well. We did get a couple of other people's pictures show up in our account. It happened on a couple of rides because it comes up on your app and saying, we need you to check if this is for you or not. But I just went in and said, no, they're not us, and deleted them off. But all of our pictures came on eventually, didn't they?
Yeah.
So most of them straight away. A couple of them took 10 to 15 minutes before they come on. But yeah, they were all on there. And
by the end of the day, at least, yeah.
Yeah. But that was really good. I like that. I like the whole photo pass system. I wish Universal had that. I mean, they do have it, but it costs a lot, and it's not included in your ticket like the one at Disney was for us from the UK. It would have been nice to have them pictures, because you can't film on the rides at Universal like you can at Disney. So that's why you're just seeing in the footage that there's a lot more ride footage on Disney that we did, and in the queue lines, whereas at Universal you have to put everything in a locker before you get on the ride. We'll talk about that in a minute as well. So we didn't have our phones with us on half of them. So yeah, that was a bit of a con. I think another thing, like we were just saying about the lockers. So we knew going into Universal that there were lockers for rides, because obviously they're a bit more like thrilling rides, and there are lockers for a reason. we did manage to get our stuff in the lockers, but only because there was 4 of us, so we all had our own tickets to scan.
Don't overpack.
Yeah, don't fill your bag, because I was basically having to empty all my backpack out into a locker that James had opened with his ticket, and then put my bag into a locker that I'd opened with my ticket, and Nick had to do the same. Loungeflies as well. Well, we'll talk about Loungeflies later. Loungeflies trying to fit into those lockers as well is quite hard, so probably don't bring a Loungefly to Universal.
Yeah, squished them.
Yeah, it's not good for the bag. I think most of the lockers were okay because of where they're situated, but for Hagrid's, for us, that was such a pain. Like, we rope dropped Hagrid's both times we went, and you're in a big queue, and it goes out into the other land as well before you get to Hogsmeade.
Yeah.
And you're in this long queue, and then just before you get to the entrance of the ride, you then have to split off to go to the lockers, and then you put all your stuff in lockers. But then when you come back, there's no rhyme or reason to where you go back to the queue. So do you join the back of that really long queue again, or do you just push in at the entrance? I feel like rides like Velocicoaster had it done better, where you queue up and then the lockers are inside the queue.
Yeah. So you've got a room in the middle of the line, because we've also got the family room for rider swap, which we did with James.
That was really good for us. So we didn't actually use the lockers on Velocicoaster because we rider swapped, so we just left everything. I left everything with Nick while I went on with Harley, and then me and Nick swapped. So we just left our bags with each other. But their system there is you put stuff in the locker, then you go onto the ride, and then you come back the other side of the lockers.
Yeah.
And then you open them from the other side, basically. I think if they had that on Hagrid's, it would have been a lot better.
Yeah, because you're outside of the line.
Yeah.
You shove your stuff in a small little locker, probably about that big.
Yeah, I mean, you could argue it's because of the theming inside Hagrid's, but the idea of the Hagrid's ride is you're going on a lesson, so it could be like the school lockers. Do you know what I mean, in a way?
Yeah.
They could have done that.
But the lockers are on the outside of the ride before you even enter the line. Yeah. So you then go and you queue all the way.
If you're rope
and
dropping
then you've got to
Hagrid's,
walk out and then get your stuff.
Yeah, so if you're rope dropping Hagrid's, just bear that in mind, that you will have to put your stuff in a locker and push into the line, basically, to get back in.
Yeah.
People didn't really... Well, they didn't
They
mind.
weren't bothered.
They could see that you just come from the lockers, so they understood, but it's just one of those things.
I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't even know that there was a locker system.
And all the team members were doing was just telling everyone to put stuff in lockers. They weren't trying to help you get back in the line or anything. But I thought it was going to be one of them cube storage units. So you shove your stuff in there, you get on, and then you get out, you grab your stuff, and then go. Speaking of Universal as well, I've wish they did the Magic Band system there. They have it with the Tapu Tapu in Volcano Bay, so they have got the technology. It doesn't have to be as chunky as that, because you don't need the display enough. And if they had it like the Magic Bands like these, it would be so much better than having the lanyards. Just dropped everything. So you have to have lanyards with your little QR code, depending on your ticket, or your card if you've got your annual pass or something.
Yeah.
And because you've got it on you, and the kids had some pins as well, and some of the rides you have to tuck it in to your shirt. And
otherwise it's going to come off.
And you need to keep them with you to open your lockers, so you can't put it in your locker, because that's how you open your lockers. But if it was just a little band you could tap, that would...
Even if it was just just a locker band.
Yeah.
Thing
even at Centre Parks, for your lockers at the swimming pool, you just tap it. It's a magnetic.
Yeah.
It's all I would need. But they could tie that in with the photos as well. That would be a lot easier, because when we come off the rides, our pictures were never up there. No. Even if we wanted to buy them, they were never up there.
No, I think I stood around for about 10 minutes waiting for one to come up, because I wanted to see what Harley's face
was. Yeah.
My face. I wanted to see what Harley was like.
I wanted to see your face. After seeing yours or Disney, I wanted to see what your face was like on the Velocicoaster. But yeah, I think that's something Disney has done better is these than the parks. But yeah, I think if they just adopted that, it would be good. Something else that we would do different as well.
I think what we would do different would probably things like get a car.
Yeah. I think next time we go back, we would definitely hire a car.
Yeah. Just to have the
The freedom.
Yeah, I was going to say flexibility.
Yeah.
But yeah, more flexibility if we then decided that we wanted to go Universal or do Volcano Bay, like, or what have you, instead of doing another Typhoon.
Yeah,
Lagoon.
I mean, don't get me wrong, the Ubers were good. It was something I was a bit apprehensive of before we went, was using Ubers, because where we live, they're not here. Yeah, there's just Uber Eats. You don't use them like the taxi service.
Yeah, we just have taxis. So.
Yeah. But no, I'd seen stuff online where people like some horror stories and stuff.
Yeah, like making sure that the child lock's not on before you get in the car and things like that.
Or getting charged for like damages when there was no damages, or dry cleaning of the car and stuff.
Yeah, like being picked up from SeaWorld or Volcano Bay or something, and you're wet and what have you, or if it's chucking it down and you soaked through.
Yeah.
They charge you for,
dry cleaning
damages to the car because it's wet, because they can't pick up someone else because the car's wet.
That being said, we had none of that. None of that.
No.
Everyone we had was a 5-star driver. Most of them had been doing it for years. Had over 5,000 5-star reviews. Every driver we had was amazing.
Some of them had seat covers.
Some of them did have seat covers as well.
Would have been the smartest thing to do, really.
But yeah, they're all really good. It's really easy to use the app. I did have the Lyft app as well, but we never actually used it. Like the Uber prices were all really good every time we used them.
Yeah, Disney Springs, we couldn't actually find.
Oh yeah, they were to
Uber.
pick them up. Yeah.
And she was like, I asked someone, and I was like, "Hi, where can I get an Uber from?" And she was like, "Well, Lyft is down there." And I was like, "Yeah, we don't know."
Yeah, because so Lyft operates the minivan service, but that's only like on site. It's not. Doesn't take you like out of Disney bubble.
Yeah, so
you have to go to a different part, didn't you?
Yeah, we had to walk round to the Christmas
near where the Christmas shop is.
was.
Yeah,
and then use that exit.
Yeah.
Sorry, and but the woman was like, "An Uber, you say?" And I'm like, "Yeah, an Uber."
Yeah, she seemed
didn't
bewildered.
Seem to know what an Uber was.
Yeah, it's weird, but she was obviously working near the bus drop-off area, wasn't she, as well? But which was the opposite side.
So do be aware, like, if you come in on a bus and you want to go somewhere else and you want an Uber, it is not going to be where the buses are. It's going to be at a different exit.
Yeah.
On the other side.
I can't remember why we got an Uber from there. Why did we get an Uber from there? Where were we going? Walmart. That was it. Yeah, we went to Walmart. Sorry about that. I actually just ran out of space on my phone. I've used up all 512 gigabytes of storage from all the videos from Florida. I think I shot over 3,000 videos, so yeah, it's a bit full. So we've now had to swap over to Nick's phone, but yeah, sorry about that. So we were talking about, I was just asking why we got the Uber from Disney Springs, and it was to go to Walmart, and how we wish we did a bit more there. But it was a long travel day, wasn't it? And we were all feeling tired, and the kids were crashing, and we just needed to get back and sleep. And so but I think next time we'd probably plan that for like another day.
Or we would probably pre-order
stuff to be delivered
from the Disney shop.
Well, not from Disney. No, you can pre-order, like use like Uber Eats and stuff. You can do it with shopping. So you like DoorDash and things like that. There's like apps you can pre-order like stuff delivered from Walmart to your Disney thing, or Universal or wherever. But yeah, next time, I think if we go, we'll be planning like probably get a villa, and we'd do a shop in the car, and it'll be a lot easier. And I could leave like the kids at home with Nick, and I'd just go and get a load of shopping or something, or what have you. We'd do that differently next time.
Yeah. But they were still great. The kids were really good with like the jet lag, the travelling. They didn't complain. They didn't moan.
No.
Yeah.
They were troopers the whole time. Like I can't fault them at all for that. Like we had very long days. Like we road dropped and stayed out till midnight some days, and they were still going. They were happy
in the rain.
Yeah. Like don't get me wrong, James did fall asleep a couple of times. Like. In the
rain.
Yeah, he fell asleep on the partner statue on the wall in the rain. It's crazy. But they were amazing. I can't fault. Like, I'm really proud of how well they did everything. We did rope drop quite a few times and stayed out really late, so they were really good. I can't fault them. Again, I think something that we would have done differently would have been to maybe gone a little bit longer, just so we could put in some rest days as well. Because we didn't. We in our heads we were like, oh, our water park will be our rest day, but we still went full on those days as well.
We did.
Or we got completely sunburned. Like I was red all over. From Typhoon Lagoon.
You caught, that was a lazy river for you.
Yeah, we were in the lazy river for like 2 hours
the
and
kids
I just burned.
Loved it.
Yeah, they loved that lazy river. We were just going around and they were just playing with all the rings, and we were making pirate ships out of the chairs and stuff, and it was so good. So I think rest days would be something maybe that we'd probably put in next time, just to recharge a bit, or so we could have split up a park into over 2 days instead of trying to do it in 1 day.
Yeah, maybe try like some more places, like we did IHOP.
Yeah, we did go to IHOP in the end. That's somewhere you want to go.
Yeah, I think maybe next time we could try things like
Chili's or Denny's.
Chili's and Denny's, and like
eating outside the parks a bit more.
Yeah.
It wasn't until at the end of the holiday we sort of did that because of where Surfside is. It's on International Drive, so we could actually walk from there. IHOP was across the road. You could see it from our hotel room.
Yeah, I literally opened the curtains. I was like, IHOP!
Yeah. She did. So, just venturing out a bit more. But again, that's why it'd be beneficial for us to have the car next time, I think. We could go further afield for food or have some at the villa and stuff if we do that. And speaking of food as well, when we were in the parks, there's a lot of food and drinks that we really wanted to try that we just didn't get round to, or we were like, we'll do that later, and we just never got to.
No.
There were certain things like the footlong mozzarella sticks we wanted to try, and the lightsaber churros.
Yeah.
We didn't even get to try blue milk. I'm devastated.
We were there. We were right next to it.
We were next to it, but it was.
And we didn't get it because
it was our very last day, though, wasn't it?
It was our last day.
But
because there's so much to look at and so much to do, we got distracted.
It wasn't even that. At the end, it was we could either sit there and have blue milk and watch the Kylo Ren show with the TIE fighter thing where they look for the rebel spy, or we could ride Rise of the Resistance for one last time. And just because of the time of how long the queue was posted for, and how long we had until we had to leave to get back to the hotel to get our suitcases, it was one or the other. And we both loved Rise, and so did the kids. And we'd only done it once. So we want to make sure we got it done another time, but next time we'll take more time.
1.5. Yeah. Sorry, because
that was Smuggler's Run that we got kicked off of.
Oh yeah.
Rise of Resistance we didn't.
Yeah.
It was Smuggler's Run we did once where we got halfway through and then we had to be evacuated off.
The kids blamed the engineers.
Yeah, they blamed us for crashing. They said we crashed the Falcon and that broke the ride. But I think again that was an experience for them and that was an experience for us. It was of any of the rides to be stuck on, sitting in the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
And Hondo, there's a computer screen. He keeps talking to you.
Yeah.
So it was really cool.
But then when we next came on, he was like, "Oh, there you are.
I didn't expect to see you
again
after the last incident, and it just sort of worked out really well.
We were like,
you're telling us, So that was actually kind of cool. But I think with the food and drinks, like if we had more of a plan of like, right, we're in this park, this is where we're going to eat today, or I mean, we did that at Hollywood Studios when we went on the last day because we knew we wanted to have them tachos again. But
I'm going to try and remake them.
Yeah, we're going to try and make them again. But when we were like Magic Kingdom, we were like, where are we going to eat? What are we going to do?
Yeah.
Like, there was more things I wanted to try, like the big cinnamon bun at Gaston's, but we never got to. And
no. It's because we did the character dining for breakfast, so we really filled our boots to get our money's worth, and obviously because it was around like 8-9 o'clock.
Well, Crystal Palace we actually got was like 10:15, and I went into lunchtime, and we were there for 2 hours waiting for all of the characters, weren't we?
Yeah.
Because we had to wait for Winnie the Pooh and
We got in at the wrong time,
Eeyore.
basically.
Yeah. We literally got sat at our table after they'd gone past, and then they do a big circuit and they do a dance thing as well, and it was very busy at that time. So although if you book around 10:15ish and you can get both breakfast and lunch, it was still busy. So we didn't get to see all the characters until 2 hours. So that took a big chunk out of our Magic Kingdom day, which is something I think we'd probably like. It was nice to do them, wasn't it? Like our first day, we were at Tusker House having breakfast with Mickey Mouse. So for the kids, that was a really good way to like introduce them to Disney and the characters and stuff. And I think that opened them up to meeting other characters later on, because we didn't think James would go to the characters and give him cuddles, and because he's quite a shy little boy sometimes.
I think he's come out of his shell.
He's come out of his shell on this holiday for sure. Couldn't shut him up by the end of it.
No.
And he'd go up to character, like there was sometimes he'd just run up to a character, like, and we didn't think he'd do that. So I think that was a good way to introduce him to it. But we did 3 character dinings in the end. We did Tusker House, Crystal Palace, and Ohana.
Yeah.
They were all really good, and the food was okay. Like it's not food that I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm going to pay $200 for this food. It was more for the experience of the characters and
also
stuff.
don't think because you've done Tusker House and the food like that is the same at Crystal Palace. It's not. Yeah,
they all do have some elements the same, like the Mickey waffles, but like at Crystal Palace they had the churro waffles, which were
the eggs are also different, the sausages are also different, and the bacon.
So it is a different experience at all of them. So it isn't a one and done for like if you've done one, you've done them all. But that being said, I think for us as a family, it was a one and done experience. Unless the kids really wanted to do it again. But we definitely wouldn't be doing all 3 next time.
No, I think because we've done it, that's it.
Yeah. So we've done that, and next time that'll be somewhere we can save some money and do something else with.
Not saying that we won't ever do it again. It just depends on the mood whether we want to or not.
Or if we go with other people and they want to do it and things. But I mean, you could say the same with the lightsaber building. Like we have done that experience, but
we don't. Yeah, but
next time it'll be us two building them, and the kids can wait for sure.
Yes.
So, something I wouldn't necessarily do every time I went, but I think the only other thing that we'd do differently is we didn't get a chance to go to any of the outlets or anything. It was something that we had put in, but we just wouldn't have had much time.
We wouldn't have had any time because
we were going to do it after Typhoon Lagoon.
We ended up spending more time in the parks than what we thought we would, and obviously we didn't account for travel.
I mean,
between
and it was a case of we could leave now and go to the outlets, or we could stay here for another 2 hours at Typhoon Lagoon, and the kids were having such a good time there that we just voted for that basically between us. So next time we'd probably have a day where we just do all the outlets like in one day. That could be a rest day and just a bit of shopping, and
just
have a late start and then hit one outlet and then the other one really. But so that was sort of our pros and cons, things we'd do differently or things we liked that we did. Something I did want to say is definitely get yourself one of these battery charger pack. So there was one day where I forgot to take it and I ran out of battery, and I really wish we didn't, because we missed out on filming a lot of things in Ogre's Cantina and having pictures in an empty park pretty much, which was one of the reasons why we booked it so late, wasn't it?
The other thing that I do want to say is don't think because it's an empty park and it's late at night that there are not going to be people wanting to take photos. There are a lot of hardcore
there was
Jedi
so many
fans
people
out
dressed
there,
up full blown Jedi gear.
They do not care.
And
they want to take a photo.
And they all had their lightsabers. Some of them had multiple lightsabers, and they were all just
Like, don't get me wrong, it's great for like their community and what have you, and you're on holiday,
just
but
prepare for it basically. Like,
just be aware that there are going to be a lot of other people.
There was there was a photo pass person, wasn't there? And they were willing to stay and let us take pictures with them, but we were going to miss our reservation, weren't we? But there was a massive group of people, and they probably took about 100 pictures, and I'm not exaggerating. Like
Yeah.
they all had like an individual picture, and then a picture with just a couple of them, and then more and more,
Yeah.
all with their lightsabers, and it was like all the other photo pass guys were just taking like 1 or 2 pictures. And
we were probably waiting about
half an hour almost
for
this picture, but
just
yeah, we ended up just
happening,
walking off and taking our own in the end.
So Matt, but you did a really great job with
I think so. Posing them.
We actually did that in the cave walkthrough as you go into Black
from where the Star Tours area is.
Yeah.
There's some good background, and it was a bit empty there, wasn't it?
Yeah, so Matt did a little photo shoot, and all the people were walking through, and they were like, "Oh, look at him."
Yeah, it was good to have them up against something, because then people weren't walking behind them, weren't they?
Yeah, so
it was good.
there is
there are places you can do it.
Yeah, there are loads of places.
So you don't have to do a photo pass for it, but yeah, just be aware there are other people who've got the same idea as you, basically.
Yeah, it's not as empty as social media puts it out.
No. I mean, it was when we left Ogre's Cantina, but that was gone 10 o'clock at night at that point.
And they were
the
pretty
park was
much
empty.
kicking you out.
Yeah, they were like
this way with their own little
light things,
Yeah.
like air traffic control things.
Yeah, get out of the park.
Yeah. Something else quickly before as well. I really liked it at Disney. You get the little badges. So they give them to you when you check in. So the kids all got their first visit, and me and Nick got our happily ever after ones, because it was sort of a honeymoon as well this holiday. /anniversary. /anniversary, so we got them. But it was really nice to have them on the parks, because when you walk around, everyone's like, "Oh, is that your first visit?" and stuff like that. And I was like, "Oh, congratulations!" And even when we went on Rise of the Resistance, one of the Imperial Guards was like, "Oh, your first visit for what? What is it your first time doing?" And then like I said, space, and he questioned me on all that. So you do get like interaction with people from it. Yeah, so it's a really nice thing they do. They have other ones as well, like what you're celebrating and all this sort of stuff. But
yeah, it's like when we went to Universal and we had our lanyards on, because obviously it's our houses.
Yes.
They were like, "Oh, no Ravenclaw in the family," and I was like, "No, a Slytherin married." So
Nick's a Slytherin, I'm a Gryffindor. Both the kids are Hufflepuffs.
Yeah.
So.
And what was it? Some of the people turned around and said, "Oh, that must be a very peaceful household."
Yeah, so I think what the train conductor, wasn't it? He said about it.
Yeah.
And he talked to us about that. And then the Death Eaters obviously spotted you were a Slytherin, and so just having little things, you do get a bit more interaction. Especially, I know we noticed as well, if you have your own wand in Diagon Alley, the Death Eaters will challenge you to a duel.
Yeah, they're more likely to interact with you.
Yeah. So I think next time as well, because we didn't get wands this time, but I think next time we'd probably get them earlier on the Universal trip.
Yeah.
And then be a bit more worthwhile. It wasn't until the end. Wasn't until the end that we sort of noticed all that interaction, was it really? But
yeah. I kind of feel bad that we didn't do that.
Yeah, but Harley she's got some wands already from other places.
Yeah.
But just not the interactive ones. But we'll do next time. We'll have more time to sort of soak up little areas instead of...
I think we'll probably do it the other way around. We might do Universal first.
Yeah.
And then if we...
Because chop and change it.
I think Harley might be addicted to butterbeer.
Yeah, oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, it's all she... Butterbeer?
We all
Can we get butterbeer?
Yeah.
Maybe next time we can get free.
Yeah, yeah. No, we were even using that as whoever won on the Men in Black ride got a butterbeer and things like that. So it was good fun. But yeah, speaking of drinks, we can talk about the resort mugs and the refillable mugs. So at Disney, you get I think there's a choice of like 4 different colours.
Yeah, one's pink and the other's green.
So, but they've all got like all the different hotels on and things, and they're really good in the resort. Like you just go up and there's free refills, and any time of the day when they're open, it's really good. First thing in the morning and that.
You can get your coffee, go on the bus.
Yeah, there's the hot and cold drinks. They even had like hot chocolate,
hot chocolate.
Cocoa.
Yeah, which
was actually quite nice.
It was good for when we got rained through.
Yeah, after Magic Kingdom, that was really good.
The only con about it is you can't use them in the park.
Yeah, so it is resort only. You can resort hop with them. You can take them from like All Star Magic to
that's what
the
we never
Floridian
did.
Or something. Yeah, we didn't
resort hop.
We did. There's a few.
That was a plan. Yeah.
We did visit a few different resorts though. We did sort of. We went to the Polynesian. We went to the Riviera a couple of times to use the Skyliner. That's a beautiful resort. But Yeah, so you can resort hop with them, but you can't refill them in the park. And
No.
for me, it was if you've left your hotel room with one, to get a drink to take with you, so you've got a drink on the bus or something.
Be aware that you
But
have
then you
to then lug
carry it
this
around empty all day, and then because the only reason we did it was because then on the way back when we got off the bus we could refill it to take back to our room instead of having to go back to the room to then back to the food court area.
Yeah.
But
So,
yeah, it's just a little gripe, but I wish there was a way you could refill it, like even if you paid like a premium
yeah.
to
To
like
use them at the park.
like you could just take it. They don't necessarily have to have the freestyle machines. You could just take it to one of the quick service places and they'll just top it up with a fountain drink for you if you paid like a premium.
Yeah.
They also do
they could do premium cups.
Yeah. But they've got a chip in it, so you think they could activate the premium mode on it or something. But
Yeah.
they do have a Volcano Bay one as well. We only bought one of these. Basically, we used this to refill the resort mugs that we took with us. So we refilled that, poured it in, refilled it, poured it in.
That's Typhoon.
Yeah, so Typhoon Lagoon.
You said Volcano.
Sorry, I meant Typhoon.
Oh, I'm looking at it and I'm like...
I thought, sorry. Typhoon Lagoon. Volcano Bay does have its own one, but we didn't get that. I will tell you why in a minute.
Yeah.
But yeah, so with this, we bought this the first day we went to Typhoon Lagoon. And when we went back the second time, we went up to the counter to say, oh, can we pay to reactivate it? And the guy just said, oh no, there's no chip, you don't need to worry about paying for it. So we were like, okay. So we went up, tried it, and it worked. So we didn't have to pay the extra $8.50, I think it was, to reactivate it. So if you buy it once, it'll work every single time. Top tip. So
don't fall for it.
So yeah, don't just pay for it, because we obviously got a nice person at the cashier who was just like, yeah, don't worry about it.
There's no chip.
Because other people might just charge you. So yeah, just buy it once and you reuse it. Or even if you've it'll probably work if you've bought it one holiday and then gone back. It'll probably still work.
Or double check before
paying.
Just
try
check
it.
Yeah.
Try it because it worked. So you'll save yourself some money there. With the Universal ones, these were good because they had the freestyle machines around the park, and these work in the park. There's no straw in these ones either,
and
so it's just an open
City Walk one.
Yeah, so they work. They've got them in City Walk. They've got them through both parks and Volcano Bay. These work in Volcano Bay. We got two of them, kids and adults basically. We paid to recharge them a couple of times, didn't we? Reactivate them a couple of days. But by the last day, we were so tired of having fizzy drinks. We just filled them with water, and the water's free, so you don't need to pay to reactivate them to use the water. You just put them under, get some ice, water.
Which is a little tiny grey square underneath the Minute Maid lemon. So, and we got
some of these before we left. And we used and
I got this one.
It's a raspberry lemonade one from Walmart. So just squeeze them in. It's just juice and it's free and they're ice cold. By the end we were just using that in the last couple of days. So they're nice to have as well. We got the Horror Nights ones. We didn't do Horror Nights, but we like the pattern on it and stuff. But yeah, I think they were really good. So there's a couple of things we bought. So we'll probably go into other things that we bought.
Yeah. We got a lot.
Alright, so first we're going to talk pins.
And I am freezing cold.
We are back in the UK. So I kind of knew that we would probably get addicted to buying pins. I think we controlled ourselves a bit better than I thought I would. We didn't come back with as many as we could have. There was a lot. There were so many we wanted to get. We also got a few magnets for us and family members as well. But yeah, the first...
Do magnets? These ones?
Yeah, you can do.
Yeah, so we got these.
Two of the same one. One's for us and one's for a family member.
Yeah.
It's just got all the main icons from the parks on it. I just thought it was really nice. And
you got
it's quite elegant
there,
looking.
Animal Kingdom, and then you got
Tower of Terror.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and then you got the main castle, obviously.
Yep.
We just thought it just looked really nice, and I just sit well on our.
They were everywhere. We
room.
got you got Tink in there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's also quite a strong magnet. It's
Yes.
quite strong, and that's what we like on our fridge, because then you can put your old pictures from the kids and things on it, and they hold pretty well.
Very solid.
Yeah.
So they're not, if they drop, they should be okay.
From International Drive, we got a couple of just generic Florida ones. So we got it's just a nice one with a castle. It's actually got a bottle opener on the bottom of it as well. It was quite a nice picture.
Yeah. So we got two different ones.
Two different ones. The same sort of shape on around the outside.
Yeah. So you
with
got
a bottle opener as well, but
that versus that one.
Yeah.
So.
We didn't want anything too tacky, but it's just nice that it's a nice colour, and it's just
the texture on it's really nice as well.
Yeah. So we got one for us and a couple for our family members.
Yeah.
But they're from iDrive. They're just in the discount gift shops you see. We got some other stuff from our pins in there, but we'll go into them in a sec. We got some another. This was actually from the Universal shop in the airport after security and stuff. So it's just a Hogsmeade and Diagon Alley ones. These are for us to go on our fridge. But yeah, it's really nice.
They were nice.
Designs.
We didn't see them in Universal.
I didn't see that set. No, they did have other sets, but they didn't have this one.
Yeah.
They had there was one of the Hogwarts Castle, I think, but I really like the Diagon Alley one with the Dragon of the Fire on it. Because we got to see that a couple of times, and especially the first time Harley saw it, she was like
because you could feel it.
You feel the heat from that. And we were quite far away the first time, but And
Harley's big on dragons, so
so we got a couple of pins. So do you want to show them?
Yeah, I got some Halloween ones.
She got the Halloween Mickey and Minnie. We actually got that from the shop outside of Dinosaur in Animal Kingdom,
which is closing.
Yeah, that'll be Indiana Jones by the next time we go back, probably.
Yeah.
So I'm glad we got to go on it for James and for us as well. That was.
We got to ride it before it becomes a distant memory.
Yeah. But so there's a nice little pin to remember the Halloween party we went to.
Yeah, I also got the party exclusive pin as well.
They had a few different options of that, didn't they? So it wasn't just Mickey and Minnie on it. You had ones where it was like Chip and Dale, or there was some other ones, weren't there? Some other characters.
Oogie Boogie?
No, that's in California one. But yeah, they had a few different options, but I think the Mickey and Minnie one was the nicer one to go for.
Yeah, it's cute because they're
in their costumes as well.
Yeah.
Kind of related. It was on the shop on Main Street. Sort of on the left-hand side.
Loads of pins.
So many pins in there. Found a Headless Horseman pin. So that's for the parade, which we sadly didn't get to see, though, did we? Parade. We didn't get to see the parade, but
so I got because it rained out.
So we got the pin. Yeah.
So I kind of got to see him.
Yeah.
I kind of.
In the same shop, Harley is a big Moana fan, so we got a Moana pin for her.
And we got James.
James is a Star Wars mad. So
BB-8.
BB-8. And we actually got to meet BB-8 as well when we went to Hollywood Studios. So that was really, his face lit up when he saw BB-8. And because it moves and it's life size and it makes all the noises, that was real. That was real.
That was real for him, yeah.
We got me, little Stormtrooper Pew Pew.
Pew Pew.
I actually got a hoodie. I'll show you later. Same design.
Yeah, that was
really good.
Yeah.
And then the kids, one of their favourite rides, and it's not the ride I thought would be their favourite ride.
It wasn't the ride I was expecting it to be.
No, I actually thought they would like it.
I don't know what I was expecting for that ride to be, but it was not that.
Yeah, because we went on a couple of other rides and they were dark and they got scared and didn't like it after that. But Space Mountain was a win. They loved Space Mountain.
Yeah.
So we got them a little Space Mountain pin with Mickey Mouse riding on it.
Yeah.
So really good.
So I think we're going to have to get a pin board, which is fine because when we next go, we've got all of this blank space.
Yeah, we're going to have pictures up there by the time we do another one of these, I reckon.
We are going to have to do many, many more trips.
Yeah. So
I'm going to have to get a second job.
We're probably going to get a little pin board to go up on our fireplace or something to put these on, and we'll just get ones that mean something to us, not just buying them for the sake of it or because they're rare. It'll just be like the Space Mountain one, that's one of their favourite rides. So
the memory of going to the
the
Halloween
hop
and being washed out. And,
yeah. We also found some pins. We were down our drive. These are still official pins. They're pin trade and on them, and they've got the backs and everything. But there's a Stitch Emperor, so it's something that James and Harley both love. Star Wars and Stitch put together. You can see a little pin trade and signs. Got a little back on it still. And in the same shop, we also found Harley's and James's other favourite ride, which was Star Tours. They loved that. It was such an underrated ride. Like the queue. I mean, the last time we went, the queue was 15 minutes, and we had to walk around all of part of the queue line. But that was mostly all 5 minutes every time. Like, I don't know why. It's very close to Star Wars Land. It's every time you ride, it's different.
The simulation's different. Like
I mean, I think the movement's actually the same. They just change the things for it.
Oh.
Yeah, because there's a few times where you're stuck at a certain angle, but the videos are different, so it doesn't feel the same. But
I don't think it is.
Okay, I might be wrong, but yeah. So we did get a couple of the same scenes, but they were all different.
All different.
Like leading into it, and C-3PO is different every time. Like what he talks about and his mannerisms and stuff, and even the endings are different. Like
where you land is different.
Yeah, and
sometimes you get dragged into a battle. Sometimes you're just planet hopping.
Yeah.
We got taken into a swamp monster. We got taken by a swamp monster thing. With the
Someone
eyes.
was the spy twice.
Yeah, I seem to be a rebel spy.
Yeah, that's probably because you were wearing your Ahsoka top or something. But it's not done by it's not like.
But it's the fact that the kids got annoyed. They're like, "Mummy!"
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm sorry.
One day they like being rebels, and the next day
they're like, no.
They're part of the First Order, but.
Dark side.
Yeah, but it's such an underrated ride. It's really good. The kids loved it. It's different every time. They had a lot of the new stuff in it.
Yeah.
So it was relevant to the kids with the new sets of films.
Yeah, we got Poe, didn't we?
We got Poe, and we got loads of them. Yeah, it was really good. Yeah, I can't speak highly enough of that ride. It's really good.
Yeah.
Also, as well, speaking of that ride, when you get picked as the rebel spy, it's not done by it's always someone in that seat, because you sat in different places both times and got picked. So yeah, we got some universal pins as well. We got it was in the gift shop outside of Gringotts, wasn't it? As you come off Gringotts, as both the kids are Hufflepuffs, we got Hufflepuffs, and then this design was on a lot of the t-shirts and hoodies at the moment. So we got that as well. So we got them.
They're both Harleys.
Yeah, but I'm just saying because they're going to go up on the pinball. They are both Hufflepuffs. So we should have probably got Gryffindor and Slytherin, but we can get that next time. And then I think it was actually after the Men in Black ride we actually got these.
Yeah.
These ones, yeah. So in the gift shop outside, just after coming off the Men in Black, we got James picked out, because Harley got the two Hufflepuffs, so James got two different Jurassic Park. We got a Jurassic Park and a Velocicoaster one. He wasn't tall enough to ride it, but he loved all the theming and going through the queue, and you actually see the raptors in their little sort of enclosure thing, and that's done really well. Like how they move and the eyes move and the breathing, and it's so good. It's so realistic. Or as realistic as you think they could be. Yeah. They also did a really good thing when we went on there, because James couldn't ride it. They gave him a little certificate. We need to find that actually somewhere about.
Still in Harley's bag.
Okay. A little certificate where it basically says that when he goes back, he can hand that in at the front of the ride and go straight on. So.
Her bag's not in here, so I can't.
Yeah, so we'll.
But it's in the video.
Yeah. So, but it's a really good idea for the kids. Also, it gives them something to when I'm taller, I can come back and go straight on.
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. So we'll take that with us when we go back.
So that means I have to do it again as well.
Love that ride. I got myself a Back to the Future out of time license plate pin. Love that. It's just such a shame that the ride is now a Simpsons ride. But they did, as you'd have seen, I don't know if we took videos, but we definitely got some pictures of me posing with the Back to the Future car.
Yes, that is still about the DeLorean. It's still there.
And it was in the movie parade as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So that was really good.
There's still
nods to it about
yeah,
like the train's still there and things. But yeah, it was good to see it. But yeah, nice little pin to remember that by. So yeah, I think that is it for our pins and magnets section.
section.
Yeah.
We've had to section it all.
Yeah, it just makes it easy for the video. Yeah, on to the next one. Actually, while we were just going through some other stuff, I found some more pins.
Pins.
So it's because they're not ones that I actually expected to get. So when you build the lightsaber, you do that whole experience. They give you a choice of one of 4 styles to build. James went for like power and control, and Harley went for the elemental or nature elemental sort of side of it. And what they do is they give you a pin badge. So this is James's power and control one, and then Harley's nature one, and they have still got the little Mickey things on the back because they are official like pin trading ones. Not that you'd want to trade them, I don't know how much they cost. But yeah, so what they do is you wear that when you go in.
So they know
which tray to give you of which type of lightsaber. So it's not like they just know to give you it, if you know what I mean. So it's better for the experience. And then you get to keep them as a little souvenir. So I thought it was really nice. It was like an unexpected little.
Yeah, they wore them for the rest of the day.
Oh, they wore them for the whole day. Yeah, they loved them, and yeah, let's say they are nice. We'll put them on our pinboard as well.
Yeah.
It's not really like a haul. It's not something we bought, but it's just something we got from when we went to Ogre's Cantina. You get these little beer mats, so they're all like this on the back, which is really cool looking design. And then there's a few different designs. We got that one.
Got a little Ewok. That's an Ewok, right?
Yeah.
They're the small Chewbacca's.
Yeah. So I'm not sure exactly what that one is, but it's a cool looking one.
I don't remember what this one is.
It's the Rancor, isn't it?
Oh yeah, yeah. You got the Rancor.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then last one is that one. Yeah, so there's a few of them, and they give them to you on the table. Like when the guy came over to our table, he threw like a few down on the table anyway. Nick just went up and asked if she can have a set of them, and yeah, because we've got a few.
They literally just throw them at you.
Yeah, like we've got a few Star Wars fans like who are friends and family, so we've got a few of them.
You can get little coaster.
Yeah, little covers for them.
Cases, little plastic cases. So you can put just normal
like acrylic sort of case on it, but
because
we've seen them on eBay, haven't we?
Yeah, so
Amazon.
We're gonna get a couple so that we have coasters.
Yeah, just be nice
and they won't get ruined.
Yeah, just nice little like keepsake really, but yeah, don't have to spend anything on them either. So we bought a few mugs while we were away. So this is one that James got for himself. It's sort of a glass stormtrooper.
Frosted.
Yeah,
glass.
It's pretty cool looking.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be happy drinking out of that.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's got a price on it or not. It was $24.99.
Yeah. Kids, eh?
Yeah. We have actually. I have kept every single receipt from the holiday. Just going through them would be.
Yeah.
I might do a separate video, depending on how well all the other videos are, of like the costs of everything, because I did record the costs on a spreadsheet as well, and how much we spent on everything.
To know how much we had the next day.
To prep for the next day, and it did really well. So we knew if we overspent one day, how much we had to spend the next day to bring us back in for our daily sort of thing. Got this mug for a family member.
For your mum?
For my mum. Yeah. It's got a castle and the pirate ship, and then on the other side it's got Grandma and Minnie Mouse, and that says Disney. That was $16.99.
We got that at the resort, didn't we?
We got it at the resort, but they had that in most shops. So it was that was one of the ones that was everywhere pretty much.
Yeah, they didn't have one that said nanny.
Like nanny, yeah. So
because we've got.
So on my side, just Grandma, and then on Nick's side,
it was always nanny.
For the kids, it's easier to differentiate that way.
But when we went to, was it iDrive?
iDrive, yes. Same place we got the pins from.
I saw this, which is a little sea turtle, and my mum has
a sea turtle tattoo.
She's got like
It says on the
tattoos and
inside as well. It says Orlando, Florida on the inside as well.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's got tattoos of like a sea turtle in this sort of similar
Style.
pattern, really. And I think it's really cute, and I think she'll really like it. At least I hope she likes it. If not, then I'm keeping it.
Yeah. Yeah, so something I was collecting myself was something I wanted to get when I went out. It's a Discovery series from Starbucks. So every park, I made it my mission to
Get one of
so
these.
there's like the Magic Kingdom one, and they're all different colours on the inside as well. So you got Magic Kingdom's got all of the different attractions and things from the park. It's really cool. It's Starbucks on it as well. So that's the Magic Kingdom one. My lovely assistant will help me.
I'm the lovely assistant.
And then I got the Animal Kingdom one, which I really like the Animal Kingdom one. It's got the Tree of Life on, and it's got a lot of the animals and the safari car, and you've got Everest, Kevin, you've got the Carnotaurus as well, so that'll be really good, especially after that ride goes. But yeah, the Kali River Rapids. So yeah, it's a nice little mug. Which one's next? Yeah, as well as these were, I think the Disney ones were around $24.99 each, so it is expensive, but I just wanted to have a nice little set. But yeah, you got Stormtrooper on the Hollywood Studios one, BB-8, Rock and Roller Coaster, Beast, Star Wars Land. I even got the dinosaur there. Yes, you got Mickey and Minnie in their car as well. Yeah, it's quite a nice little one. And then, so this one I got. I'm trying to remember, Disney Springs. That was it.
Yeah.
I got this at Disney Springs. There's same design, but
was it Disney Springs?
Yeah, it's Disney Springs. It was one of the night times when we were leaving. I went up to it and got it, and the guy was telling all the dad jokes to Harley.
Yeah.
It was really funny.
Yeah.
He definitely deserved his tip. But yeah, so there's this one where it just says Orlando on it, but there is the same design, but it says Florida. I sort of just, because we didn't really leave Orlando, I wanted to just get the Orlando one, really. Maybe next time we'll go elsewhere and get the Florida one, but yeah, it's really nice. It's got like all the oranges for like Orange Bird and all the other things from there. But that obviously doesn't say the Disney on it like the other ones do.
Yeah.
This is where tragedy has struck. This is my Epcot mug. It didn't make it.
It didn't.
Yeah, so
it was so beautiful, and one of the favourite.
It was one of my favourite ones actually. Yeah.
Because it's
purple, and purple's my favourite colour. But yeah, I did pack clothes around it in it, but
it didn't survive
the baggage handling, sadly. But it could have been.
They must
it could have been at MCO
really...
or Gatwick. I can't really say who it could have been, but it's got like Guardians of the Galaxy on it and stuff. But I'm just going to glue it back together. It's in like 3 pieces, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, but you won't ever be able to use it.
I won't be able to use it, no, but I'll just keep it in the cupboard on the shelf or something. But it's yeah.
We'll get you another one.
I'll just have to go back and get another one. So there's that one.
There's so many hints about going back.
Careful of that bit. And then they didn't have the Discovery series in Universal. They still had the Being There series. But it's the same sort of idea, really.
Yeah.
So it's, but it's all the parks in one cup. So you've got your resorts, and you've got Islands of Adventure Tower there, and all the different rides. The Rip Ride Rocket, and the studios, and the Volcano from Volcano Bay, Men in Black, and yeah, you got all the other ones. But yeah, it's still a nice mug. And you see we've got like City Walk on there as well, so
Because we're Starbucks people now.
It's got Kong for Harley, or not Kong, Hulk for Harley, her favourite ride. So yeah, just so excuse to maybe go back and get more.
Well, I want to go back for the pink drink because the pink drink here is not the same.
Yeah, just bear that in mind. It's not the mug, but when we went to the Epic Preview Centre, the Epic Universe, and that was amazing.
Yeah, I can't wait for it. All of that. Oh.
We're gonna have to go back just to go there because that park looks amazing.
It does.
Especially the Super Mario area for the kids and the How to Train Your Dragon, the Dark Universe for us, and the Harry Potter land looks like they all just looks amazing. And the size of it, we got to drive past it on the way to the airport, and we saw 3 of the hotels.
To be fair, you could see some of it from.
You could see the Grand Helios one, which is the one that's in the park. You could see that from our room being built, and that looked amazing. Like, it's huge, but the size of that park is Universal and Islands of Adventure put together.
Yeah.
But yeah, Harley got this Peach or Princess Peach mug.
Yeah.
That was $10.
They had Mario, Luigi,
they had all of them. They had
Bowser.
Bowser. They had all of the characters for him, but James didn't want one. He
opted for a Mario cap.
Super Mario cap, which looks really good on him actually.
It is a little big, but he'll grow into it.
Yeah, and it's Super Mario World on it. So when we do go back, he can take that and fit right in. So that's really good. Nick also got. I'll let you show it off.
It was a not so scary Halloween exclusive Sanderson Sisters. What is it? A tumbler?
It's like a tumbler, yeah.
Tumbler? It doesn't really say. It said lifetime guarantee on it though. So.
But we noticed this style of cups. Yeah, I've just noticed this style as well. So inside the food court, there are these crushed peppers. You can see them. Inside this, we took some of them back.
We took a few.
They're like the ones you used to get in Pizza Hut that you could shake on your pizzas.
So it's got Sanderson Sisters on it.
There's a T-shirt design, the same pattern.
Yeah.
On it.
Got Binks there.
But it's a good. It's insulated as well. I don't know if you can see it, but it is insulated. So it's
a nice little sipper.
Yeah. So it'll be good for the
but it's a nice
hot
size.
and cold days, won't it?
It's gonna be my new walk to school.
Yeah. Like you can take a cup of tea in it or
got a little scratch in it.
Oh, it's probably from travel. But how much was that? $34.99. Once in a lifetime trip.
I love it.
It is pretty. They like I said, they had that's a Tervis. That's what it is.
Yeah, sorry,
it's the brand.
I read Travis.
Tervis. Yeah, they had them style cups everywhere, like for different rides, different parks, different everything really. So, that was sort of like the new style of cups,
just
really.
Filled with like
the little crushed peppers and
crushed little chili.
Yeah, we like them on our pizzas, so we thought we'd bring some back with us.
Not that we can't get them here.
No, but
yeah. So. But they're individually done. They're not going to go stale once we've opened a big pack of it. So, yeah.
The only other little things, we got the Coke bowls from Black Spire Place. We all had one each. We just went for the same style, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're really cool. It's Star Wars style.
Just something to sit on
Coca-Cola.
the kids. But there's still Coke in
There's
that
still
one.
Coke in James's one. Yeah, he's a little monster. We'll wash them out, don't worry.
Yeah. To sit on their shelves.
Like fairy light cinema or something.
Yeah,
ones.
that would be an idea.
Quite nice, but yeah, I think that's pretty much it for
mugs.
Not
a rich. That is not the end of the haul. It is by far.
Yeah. So on to the next one.
Next one.
So teddies. Kids wanted teddies.
They love teddies.
Everywhere we went. I mean, they've got so many teddies already, but.
Yeah.
This one was for James. I mean, you can't really say you've gone to Disney if you haven't bought a Mickey Mouse teddy. It's quite a big one.
Oh.
Bless him, but
yeah.
He loved it. He still does, but yeah. It was, I don't remember the price on it. No, but...
no, he wanted to sleep with it.
The cost of this one compared to the slightly smaller one, it's just better to get this one. It really was. It was like $1 or $2 difference, so...
Yeah, he got Mickey.
He got Mickey.
Harley got
Sven. He's a cute little Sven.
I
like the
animation. I like the little
strap on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His little harness.
He's cute.
But he's so adorable.
He is soft as well.
He is very, very soft.
Yeah, they had other characters in that same sort of style.
Yeah, they had Bolt and
Pua, the pig from Moana.
Yes.
Pua.
There's a lot of them.
They had a lot of different characters, but in Universal, Harley Hufflepuff.
Obviously.
She found a little badger.
Yeah.
A little Hufflepuff scarf.
She calls it a honey badger though.
Yeah, it's not a honey badger, but she loves it. He's cute. It's got a little Hufflepuff scarf on him, and it's got the logo on it as well. But yeah, he was cute. There's a little
she loves it.
Yeah.
We were looking for a different teddy, but while we were looking, Harley sat there.
Well, and James.
Found Angel.
This is like a new thing they have. The Disney.
Disney babies.
So they all come in this like swaddling. They also Velcro comes off, but they have every character you can imagine in this like from Simba, Nala, and they even have Ewoks like this.
Oh, Dumbo,
like Marie. Every character you can think of pretty much is a cute little baby now.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, my sister, so she'd have had this by the time we had put the video out.
Yeah.
She's expecting, which is awesome. Can't wait.
Because it's been long awaited.
Yeah, overdue. But so for the new arrival, when they come, we bought them
I wanted to get Bambi. Baby Bambi.
Because we don't know if it's a boy or a girl yet, so we couldn't get any different type of teddy really. But so we went for something a bit neutral, but it's a cute little Bambi.
It's not pink and it's not blue. It's cute.
And they have all like pictures on the back of them as well. But yeah, so we got that for the new baby.
Little baby.
Haven't got the price for it. I think this was like
they're really expensive.
$40 or something like that, wasn't it? It was really expensive.
But they're adorable. Look at it.
Yeah.
How can you say no to that little face? That's literally what they probably what they thought when they
come up with the
idea. How can you say no to that little face?
Yeah, they're all big-eyed. Yeah.
And then you have to look at your own kid's face and be like,
puppy dog eyes on them as well.
Yeah. How can you say no to that little face?
Yeah. I think we'll just go straight into toys next because they haven't got a lot of them. But
no.
I think the first one we got was James got this from Dinosaur, and if you've been on the ride, you know.
Yeah.
Definitely not your dino.
It's definitely not our dino.
But yeah, he bought this.
If you are, well, I don't know if it's still going to be open.
They did say because it's made of latex, if you get water on it, it will melt. So keep it dry. But he was loving this little bad boy. So I can guarantee once he gets it back, he's going to be biting me constantly.
Like the little midges on your legs.
Yeah.
I think that was probably a con.
For the mosquito bites. So in Disney, I did not get bit at all. They had like it was like a speaker playing out a noise, wasn't it? That was sort of deterring them. Yeah. Also, I think the bubble ones, like you were telling me, was it's a deterrent as well for them.
Yeah, they don't like bubbles, and obviously the kids love bubbles, so it's like a natural repellent for mosquitoes. So they're like, we'll charge parents to have fun with bubble ones, but also keep the mozzies away. It's a win-win.
But as soon as we went to Universal, I got bit. My legs, I got bit so much, honestly. I just got used to the pain. I mean, we did take sprays with us as well, and that didn't work. We had the bracelets, they didn't work. But yeah. Anyway, go back to toys. This is for Harley. A little start with it. It's actually a game. So I don't know if you see, there's loads of little panels on it. And what happens is there's a timer, and you've got to put them all back together. And
it's basically a buckaroo.
It's like a really cool version of buckaroo. Yeah,
you've got to put them back together, and it has to be the right way.
Yeah, each panel has to go in the right position.
Yeah,
there's all little.
The head cannot be on backwards. We found that out.
It's got a little timer in the top there at the back, but yeah, he's cute, and like when you makes all the noises and stuff.
You have to beat your time.
Basically. It's basically who can put it back together the quickest. But so she's challenged me to that, so it's gonna be fun. everywhere we were going, we were seeing these, and James kept playing with it and playing with it and begging for it, and eventually we just caved. I'll be honest. It's just a little woody on RC, but it's a pullback toy as well, so yeah.
I'm gonna have a lot of fun in the hallway.
Yeah, I'm gonna trip over that a lot. I can see that.
Yeah.
He then got another car as well, Bumblebee, but it is a full-blown transformer. I mean, I'm not gonna open him out completely, but
there's like 21 steps.
Yeah, there's like 21 steps, and he comes out, and yeah, it's a really good little toy, and it's well made and thought of, like, because it does completely come out, but it's got Bumblebee's face in there. But yeah, it's a cool little car. And like I say, it does transform completely from one to the other.
It does, yeah. It came as Bumblebee, and then he's like, make it a car.
Can you turn it into a car? It's like 21 steps.
21 steps, dude.
Yeah. One of the first toys we got, James, was
Trooper.
Stormtrooper.
But it's not one that we have seen here.
No, it's like, and it like fully articulates and the gun and stuff, and when it's on, I think is that on? No, but it makes loads of noises, and whenever you move it, like the gun sort of shoots and stuff. But
yeah, it's more of like a...
Yeah, it's like a movement sensor in it. But after he got that, he then saw another day when we went, there was a Boba Fett.
So they can fight each other.
Yeah, and it does come with a missile on the back. We've put that away for safety so he doesn't lose it. But it does shoot the thing out the back, and they all articulate, and yeah, he shoots his gun as well in the same sort of way.
On my way.
Yeah,
Turn that on.
Pew,
Pew pew.
but yeah, he loves that, and he already had before. He had a
Darth
Vader the same, so he's now gonna have a big fight with them.
Now he's gonna have a...
He's gonna have so much toys to go through. But
well, yeah, I just meant like...
they're good quality as well.
Yeah.
Like, they do feel like a good quality.
Like, the cape is quite bendy.
Yeah, it's not just the material. Sorry about that. We ran out of storage again. We've actually had to go out and buy an external hard drive just to put everything on, so we can record more. But
so we've run out of battery, and now we've run out of storage.
yeah,
And
lessons learned.
In that time, I had a bath, and still cold.
But yeah, we were talking about the toys and stuff, and the quality of like the cape and stuff you were saying, and
it's flexible, and
there are other bits for him. He's got, like we said, like he's got like the rocket. But he's
he's got like a bazooka type thing.
There's like a little rocket that goes in his backpack, and that shoots off. He's actually got, you get a spare one with it, and he's also got a little gun that comes with him that goes in his holster as well. But yeah, so that was that.
Yeah.
So we got toys wise. I mean, they're a bit expensive to be classed as a toy, but we did. So it's James's one and Harley's. So as you can see, they went for red and the blue. They are a lot brighter. It's just we've got the window in front of us.
Yeah.
It's worth noting that the blades do come out. To do that, you push down and twist. It's really simple.
So they get to pretty much choose what they want.
Yeah, so you get the end cap. You get the choice of, there's 4 different ones of these parts.
Yeah.
And there's, again, I think 2 or 4 different parts for here that you can put on.
Yeah, so...
And then you get the other end.
Is this the button for James? No, here's
There's a switch, yeah.
Yeah, that's it is. So...
And yeah, if you take the blade out, it makes it sound like it's not working, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, and obviously the crystal is on the inside. We did try to film the process of them putting it together. The angle for Harley's isn't the best because I did have to help her, and where I could place the camera at the time, there was another guy building his, so I didn't want to like take away from his moment. Yeah. But the kids had fun, and these
they are so heavy.
That's heavy.
The other
these
thing is
are solid.
Putting them on, like they are very
metal.
heavy. But you screw them in basically. But for the kids to do that, they sort of needed a bit of help because the other people don't reach over and do it for you.
No,
But
it's
they all
for
come,
you to do.
and you can obviously you can unscrew each bit and put them back together. But
it's a lot of like
the
twisting.
kids did need a bit of help.
Yeah,
they're
because
heavy.
you couldn't like do one side and then this side. You have to do it.
But once they're in, they are sturdy. Like they're not going to fall off or anything. So every single bit screwed in. The bit where the switches are, they sort of clip together, and there's only one way they can go. But their colours is like red and blue.
Yeah,
so you know
upside down and
but inside this bit here, where the switch is where the crystal goes that you get to pick.
Yeah.
There's several different colours you can pick: green, red, blue, purple, yellow as well. So there wasn't the option for that when she was there.
No.
And Harley really wanted a yellow one, so it was like rays. But you can buy in these little things in was it Docondars or something like that?
Yeah,
it's one of the shops nearby.
Yeah.
You can buy all the different kyber crystals. So if you want to get a different colour, you can. Obviously, it is an extra expense. I think they're like $17 or something for these. But,
yeah.
if you get the red ones, there is a chance you get a black crystal. It does still light up red.
Yeah.
But there is a chance to get a rare black one. But James went for the red crystal in the first place. There's no point buying reds to try and get a black because you'll end up with more reds probably. But yeah, so you can get other ones. So even if you go back on another trip, you could get a different colour for your previous bought lightsaber.
Yeah.
But yeah, these are very heavy. You also do get a
pool noodle. In
very
a
long sort of bag, but it feels like it's a pool noodle inside, like Nick says. And the weird thing is because of how it is, you put them in upside down, so the blade does go in upside down with the heavier bit at the top.
Yeah, so
just be aware when you're carrying it
don't
around. Drop it.
I
nearly did once.
Yeah.
It's the whole thing.
But so that the hilt is at the
you
top.
pull it out,
But then it's also heavier at the top.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
So
when
just
it's
be
on
aware
your back.
of that. Like if the kids were carrying it, it would have been on the floor easily.
Yeah.
We did when we flew with British Airways,
Yeah.
and they were really good about it actually. So what we did is we took the blades out, like we have. It's like I say, it's very easy to pull out. We put this in our hand luggage,
The hilt.
in the little tiny suitcases that we took, and then we left the blade inside the bag. They had these little things that check in, or bag drop, and we just wrote our name on it. So we knew which was ours in case multiple people had theirs. But when we were getting on the plane, we just asked one of the hostesses if she'd put it aside for us somewhere.
Yeah,
and they had,
actually,
like, a cupboard, didn't
she was actually really nice. I was actually trying to put it in the cabin.
The overhead thing.
Yeah. And she was like, "Oh, do you want me to put that in the cupboard for you?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah, please."
So when she did that, I then asked to put ours in as well.
Yeah, which is probably a good thing because one of your suitcases fell out and hit you on the head. Yeah,
that was as I was putting it in, but that was just me being silly. Yeah, these are very heavy, so just be careful if you are buying them for children.
Yeah.
These are going to be displayed in the kids' rooms. We're going to get a wall mount for them. It's just going to be more like a nightlight, if anything, for them until they're older.
It's probably actually the weight of a large Coke bottle filled with Coke.
But in a smaller size.
In a smaller size.
Yeah.
They're pretty hefty.
Yeah, and they only go in one way when you put them in, and again you push and twist, and then it's on.
But the experience for the kids was absolutely
hands down.
The guy telling the story, bringing the atmosphere in, he was
amazing.
Really, really great. You could tell that he loved doing his job.
Yeah, 100%.
Just
like hearing Yoda's voice coming over as well. The kids were like,
and he was like Master Yoda.
Yeah.
And it was good.
It was really good. It was a really good experience. It did cost a fair bit.
Yeah.
But again, the kids used their birthday and Christmas monies that people got for them.
Family gifted them money.
Family gifted them money before as well. So they had that. They did want to do the droid building experience, but
there's no way we were going to get one of them.
We just didn't have
case.
Room in the suitcase. So next time, obviously, they won't have these to worry about. They can have them if we go back. So that'll be that. Let's say there are other colours of crystals if you want to get them.
Yeah.
I would highly recommend it. When you do it, you're allowed one person to accompany you.
Yeah.
So obviously we had the two children. So James built his and I was there with him. But even adults, there was multiple adults who had another adult with them just to watch and enjoy the experience. So when you do pay for it, if there's two of you and you only want to make one, you still two people get to experience the experience basically, which is what you're paying for really. They do have ones that are pre-built from the films and all the comics and
but you don't get
books and stuff,
and it's not custom to
they
what
are
you
the
want
same sort of price though, aren't they? Like if you want to buy Anakin's, it's pretty much the same price as building your own, so it depends if you want that sort of experience or you just want the screen replica. But they're really good quality. That was the first thing I noticed when I picked it up. I was like, oh wow, that's not just cheap plastic they've put together.
No.
So I was happy with the price because of that, I think. And the experience for the kids, it was to me.
It's their lightsaber, isn't it?
Yeah. It's
to them, it's theirs.
Yeah. It's not like, oh, I've just bought one from the shop, but they physically built that. And James said to me when we come out, literally, he was beaming, smiling on his face, like, I just did that. I built a lightsaber, Daddy. I did that. And we're like, yeah, you did. You really did, mate. So, yeah, for us, it was worth it. Again, like we said earlier, if we did it again, it would be me and Nick probably building them and having the kids help us. But they'd probably be ours if we did it. But I don't see the need to necessarily do it again and again unless there's something you want to do, I guess. But
well, if they bring out different designs, like every couple of years maybe,
then change the parts around a bit,
bring out new designs,
so it might be worth keeping an eye on if there are different parts for them and they chip and change them or chop and change them, sorry. But yeah, it was a really good experience, worth the money for us. Bit of a pain carrying around all day if you had booked it early in the day. We did ours at like 5 o'clock at night, so we didn't have to carry them on rides and worry about it too much. I'd highly recommend that, like doing it as late as possible if you get the option. But yeah, one of the other things we got at the same time we got the hybrid crystal. Harley got a kyber crystal necklace.
Oh yeah, you can. I was a bit sad actually because they didn't have all of the colours. I wanted a purple one because
they did have a few different colours, didn't they?
Yeah.
So she's got a blue one to match her blue lightsaber, but it's a cool little.
It's got a
necklace
engravings on it as well.
But yeah, she was super chuffed with that, wasn't she? Yeah,
she picked up the blue crystal, so she got the blue kyber necklace to go with
just another little thing to remember it, isn't it? Like the experience that she did. But yeah, that was a nice little thing. Speaking of necklaces,
yes.
When we were at Animal Kingdom, I think it was the second time we went.
Yeah.
In the shop after Flight of Passage, there's like these stations that are set up. We did film that, so you'd have seen. But we got the kids built their own little Na'vi necklaces.
Sorry, I can't really see because the sun's changed. So James went with the Banshee skull. Yeah.
You had a choice. You could have a feather as well.
Yeah, you could have a feather, which
it was actually made out of leather, wasn't it? No. It was like a leather, like it was cut out of leather.
Was it?
Yeah, if you turned it over on the back, it was like the back of leather, sort of.
I honestly didn't look at them, to be
honest. So they probably would hold up a bit better, but we just thought they'd get torn or something.
Yeah, eventually, wear and tear. And then Harley picked up just a pink crystal with some complimentary little...
Yeah, I think that's gone through the thing, hasn't it? Because it was... She's put it through the wrong hoop, but yeah, so we'll change it. We'll put it through the middle for her, but...
She's probably dropped it and just put them back on.
Yeah. Yeah, sort of looped through the hole, isn't it?
Yeah, but, that's all right, no worries.
Yeah, it's a cute little
you can see that this purple one's meant to be on that side. So she's... There
was a lot of different beads and colours and things, so you could choose...
Yeah.
Like, you can see on James's how he's got 2 different types of the long ones. See on the side, yeah, a bit better. So you can see like the 2 different cuts, like patterns and things. There's like different colour balls, and there was blues and browns and greens and things, weren't there? So yeah, it's just another little thing. So they loved that ride as well. That was like one of the first. I think it was the first ride we did, wasn't it? We went to Animal Kingdom on the first day and did Flight of Passage, didn't we?
I think so. Yeah.
So it was,
we rope dropped it.
Yeah, so it was good little memory.
It didn't say drop rope.
Drop rope. Yeah. There's a couple of other necklaces the kids got. When we went to Ohana.
So we didn't actually get these until we left.
Yeah, because we got the monorail in, didn't we?
Yeah, so if you want to do the Ohana, character dine, go through the main entrance of the actual hotel, because then on your way in to the character dine, you can pick up these.
In general, into the hotel, they give you these necklaces.
They give you these.
Yeah.
But we didn't get them. So, but when we were on our way out, we went through a different way.
Yeah, because we were getting the buses, weren't we?
Yeah, and I was like,
just
oh,
fabric,
look. They're just little cheap things, but...
Just get you in the sort of mood for it, doesn't it?
The kids liked it.
Yeah.
Didn't they?
Yeah, it was just near the luggage services part, wasn't it?
Yeah. So, but yeah, they enjoyed that after.
Nice little freebie gift. And they'll hang it up somewhere in their room. I think the only other necklaces we got were the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween glow-in-the-dark flashy light decoration things.
Yeah.
It was just fun for the kids to have while we're at the party.
At night time, and they can still use
they
them at Halloween.
Yeah, we're here in the UK, and they have all the different settings you can change through.
Doubt you're going to see it at the minute because. But yeah, aren't they cute?
It was also so we could see the kids a bit more.
Yeah.
At night time.
Yeah.
Yeah, just another little thing for them to hang up in their rooms or something.
Yeah.
Something else we noticed when we were like buying toys and stuff for James, there was a dinosaur he really wanted in Jurassic Park, and we were going to buy it for him, but you can buy them here in the UK. It's the sort of Chaos Theory ones.
Yeah.
They wanted $37 for it, which was quite expensive. Here it was, I think I paid $14.99 for this one today. So I promised him when we were there, I was like, if you wait till we get back,
we'll get you one.
We'll get you one, or I got him two in the end because the cost of it was the same price as the one in Florida. So just beware, if you get anything like this, just wait till you get back, save the luggage space.
Yeah, if you know that it's available at your local Smiths or Tesco
or Argos or somewhere like that.
Yeah, it's always worth a double check, just because this is like 20, but at the minute it was on sale, so we saved an extra £5.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it makes sense.
If there's something you want to get, even like on Shop Disney, just check online, just check the prices, because sometimes it is cheaper on Shop Disney than it is in the actual stores. Obviously this was in Universal, and it was a lot cheaper here than it was there, and it didn't take up any space in the suitcases as well, which was very valuable.
It was, in the end, with how
much we brought back.
yeah, we're still going.
We're still
going.
But it's worth looking at, really. Sort the window out. So we're going to talk about ears next. So my lovely wife is demonstrating one of the pairs she got.
Yeah. Loungefly ears.
Yeah.
Are cool.
Yeah, I think they're a bit better. They feel like they're a bit better quality. And same with here.
They
also have like a little Loungefly thing here. Most of the ones we got, apart from them ones, I think.
Apart from the Stitch ones, these are Disney ones, so the bow doesn't come off. It's stitched on. It's not going anywhere.
It's hard to find some for boys. So as you can see, these are mini ears with the bow on, and so what we did, they actually have a little popper on the back, and the bow comes off. It does say detachable on the label, and then boys can wear them, or girls if they don't want the bow, or you can also change the bow. So
I've got
like
these,
the glittery one,
which are nice and patterned. So if I wanted, which I kind of did actually,
she can then swap the bows onto the other one.
I can just.
Yeah, I think that actually works really well with the glittery one on there.
We can just.
To make it a little bit different. And if you get a couple of them, you can swap the bows around or different colours.
I've now got a glittery bow.
Even if you had like a red one on there, it would look nice with the black ears.
Yeah, rather than a textured bow, I've got a glittery one. So if you have like more...
Well, the other ones don't really, but so you could then put that on here if you wanted to, or like I say, different colours, red ones or whatever.
No bow at all.
Yeah. But it was really good for James because then he got to wear some ears and he didn't feel left out, and he was wearing the Darth Vader ones. I think when we were at Hollywood Studios, Kylo Ren spotted these as well, I think.
Yeah.
He
got a few compliments as well.
We got a lot of compliments, like people asking where we got them from, but it was in Disney. It was
so we got them
dark
ones.
Side on the side of them as well.
So we got these two.
That's yours.
This is a
Do you have a
Loungefly.
pair?
This is
Okay.
a Loungefly. This one is actually sewn on,
Yeah.
so that's not going anywhere.
Yeah,
But
Harley got to wear them when she met Elsa and Anna, and they complimented her antlers, as they call them,
yeah,
to stay in character.
I thought they were quite nice.
Yeah, they're really nice.
You don't want to lose that sort of
So
as a bow as
she
it
wore
is.
them around at Epcot,
And
didn't
then
she?
obviously we've got Stitch.
They were just generic ones to wear at random parks, weren't they?
Yeah.
I saw a few adults with them ones as well.
Yeah. And I didn't have anything for the Halloween party, so I got Maleficent.
Yeah, you seen them
quite-
before we went, hadn't you? And you
Yeah.
were trying to find somewhere with them, and we managed to
Yeah.
find them. So
But I thought they
They're
were
really
quite
nice.
cute
I
because
like
the
them.
fire's glittery,
yeah.
as you could see. But yeah.
And when we were actually in the food court at the hotel, weren't we?
Yeah.
And some lady, really kind lady, just come up to
walking
Harley.
around.
She had a whole bag full of them, and she asked Harley if she wanted to have some ears.
And we were like, what?
And I think they're either handmade or she got them from Etsy or something. But she pixie dusted us. There's a pair of Maleficent ears with a glittery bow.
She had the option to actually
Pick.
to
Yeah, she let her
pick
pick which one
what
she
she-
wanted, and she said she could have a second pair as well.
this
So
one's
she
got like
castle
little
balloons.
balloons and a castle and a pink
Yeah.
glittery bow.
That's really kind, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and obviously they're still sealed. I think she said she got them for her daughter, but her daughter didn't want them anymore. So, and they're obviously all still sealed. So,
Yeah.
cool, really nice of her.
Yeah.
Harley did get pixie dusted.
A few times, didn't she?
Yeah, I think it's up there on the.
I don't know.
But,
we've lost it.
Yeah, but it was just like a little. I think there was for James as well.
A
It's a
little-
little colouring book with stickers in
A
it.
little
and-
notebook with some
yeah.
stickers and some crayons in little tiny Ziploc bags. And they were like, oh, pixie dust.
Yeah,
I'm
so
just giving them out to kids. And I
yeah,
just
it's
thought
really
it
nice
was
because
lovely.
we were at the hotel and we were just walking back to the room, weren't we? And they just
Yeah.
handed them that. But
It was nice.
I think it's something we might look at doing next time for other people.
Yeah. Everyone was so nice.
Yeah, everyone was really nice. So we talked to quite a few people as well, didn't we? Like when we were eating outside Woody's lunchbox. we
Yeah,
talked to
she was like, oh, I
really
like what
nice
you're
lady
eating.
and-
What are you eating? Where'd you get it? I was
Yeah.
like, oh, we got it from over there. And I thought that was going to be the end of it. But
yeah,
she
that was a
talker.
half-hour conversation, wasn't it? It was really nice to talk to
And she
her.
was lovely. She was like, oh, where are you guys from? And we were like, the UK. And she was like, what was it, her daughter?
Yeah, her daughter and grandkid were on the alien swell and saucer things, but
Yeah, she was saying
she was
like
waiting for
how they went, either her daughter or something went to university there
I think so. Yeah,
for something.
yeah,
But yeah, she was
really
lovely.
nice.
Quite a few people have actually struck up a conversation.
Yeah,
with
like we were in
us,
the
to be
queue
honest.
on the last day, weren't we? For Smuggler's Run, and there was a gentleman and his son Archie.
Oh yeah.
And he was, I think he said his birthday was in 5 days' time, this
Yeah.
little boy, and he was about the same age as James, so they were just playing, and Harley was playing with him in the queue. It kept them entertained. We were in the queue for like an hour, weren't we? So
Yeah.
it was good fun.
I think it would have been
Um,
really cool if like
It would have been cool if we were in the same ride together, but
they
would have one of us would have had to be the engineers, and we quite liked being the gunners and the pilots, didn't we? So yeah, it was really cool. It was really good fun. Yeah, people were really good.
Yeah.
We've got our Discovery Cove thing, haven't we, actually?
Yeah.
I'll grab that. Yeah, so you'd have seen we went to Discovery Cove. When we did our budget for each day, we sort of allowed ourselves around $450-ish a day, just to cover food, drinks, Ubers, everything. That was the budget for the day. So when we'd already paid for Discovery Cove before we left, we got a Black Friday deal,
Yeah.
and it was
That was good.
50% off. So instead of costing us $1,000 for the four of us to do the whole thing,
It's definitely
it was
worth
400 and something
keeping an
dollars.
eye out.
So
Yeah.
definitely book it on Black Friday. So yeah, try and like book ahead for your holiday next year.
Yeah.
But it's an all-inclusive day, so we didn't really have to think about food. It was just the Uber there and back. So when it comes to the photo packages, we did buy the photos.
We kind of splashed out.
But for me, it was a case of that would have come out of our food budget if we weren't all-inclusive. So it
Yeah.
was part of the daily budget. So we got, I think it was called the Discovery package.
Yeah.
Where we got all of the digital rights, and they took, I think it was 80 odd photos. So we did get a lot of photos for that price.
And we got to pick which ones.
And
we
you get to,
wanted
yeah,
keep.
as soon as you come out, they take you to a little cabana, and they let you pick through the photos, and they even said if for some reason all the pictures you were blinking in them, or they messed up the pictures, they'll take you back in and redo the photos for you with a dolphin. So don't feel like if you've not got decent pictures, that's the end of the world. They will accommodate that, and they were really good about it.
But the photographer was
really good. He was really good with the kids. Like obviously that's what they do day in day out, so they know what they're doing.
Like he was like button bashing.
Yeah, and he was zooming in, zooming out. Like he was getting all the angles and stuff, making really sure we got good pictures.
Yeah.
And obviously they want to be quick for the animals' sake as well. They don't want them posing for too long. But
yeah.
So yeah, it was well with all the digital rights, which you get. They give you a little QR thing to download it all in an email. So we've got all of them already, but you also get a little photo album, and including in ours, we've got 8 prints. So we've got all the prints, but it's a really nice, nicely done sort of. You get a decent picture, and then whichever of the 8 pictures you've chosen to be printed out. So a really, really nice one of James there. You get like a picture.
Isn't he adorable?
Yeah,
baby.
That's like my favourite picture of James. He's smiling so well.
Yeah, and Harley's like so proud of herself. She's like, I'm touching an animal.
It's so good, and we got to like. It's not necessarily swimming with a dolphin. It sort of tows you along, and they sort of call it like sidebar.
They're actually looking to change it to saying a dolphin encounter rather than a dolphin swim.
Yeah, so you can see how you sort of hold on, and the dolphin pulls you along.
Yeah,
it's just so it's better for the
dolphins.
The dolphins basically, but
it is more of an encounter. They get the dolphin to loop round, so you can touch
them and feel them, and
which I thought was going to feel really rubbery, but turns out they're not. They're not rubbery.
Yeah, fun fact: they shed their skin every 2 hours. Yeah, it's really weird. But like apparently we didn't get to feel it, but like it feels like pencil sharpenings coming off of them. Apparently, but luckily it was just normal for us.
She was just soft and squishy.
It's a nice little photo album keepsake, just to remember the day. And there's like an envelope in the back you can keep other photos in.
The spare photos that you had printed off.
And they also give you a flash drive, which has got like the logo on it. And yeah, it's just like your normal little USB flash drive that has all the photos on it as well. So again, that's really good. And this is like the little QR code thing they give you. On the back it tells you how to get all your photos really. So that's really good.
So.
Yeah, and something else with Discovery Code, they have these in the bathrooms, like big plastic bags. So if you've got wet swimming costumes, you can put them in there.
It was raining when we left.
Did rain a lot.
So we wrapped
from like lunchtime. So we wrapped everything in these. Pretty much.
Yeah, you forgot that.
I forgot that. Yeah, a really good day. I really loved it there. The lazy river alone was amazing. Like
oh my god, it got to
8 feet
deep
in the lazy river. So
it felt so bizarre for me because I'm thinking that's what it feels like for the kids.
Yeah,
and that's
but for me as well. Like I'm nearly 6 foot, and like just that sensation of not being able to touch the bottom and you're just floating along.
You're so really dependent on the life thing. And
because you have like a floatable life jacket thing that we put on. You don't need to have them on, but like we put them on just for the. It's just.
I'm not a great swimmer.
It's not even that. It's just nice and relaxing. You can just lay back and not have to worry about things, isn't it? But,
yeah.
Speaking of Discovery Cove, we also the snorkels and the goggles as well. We kept. It did
complimentary
say. Yeah, it's a souvenir snorkel. So obviously they don't want you putting something in your mouth that other people have had, so you get to keep them anyway. But the kids loved it. They loved snorkeling, and James literally was like a fish to water after 2 minutes he knew what he was doing, and he could have done that all day long. I was really impressed with him. Harley as well, she was good at this, like breathing through it and everything. But I think that actually probably helped him learn to swim a bit better, to be honest.
Yeah, it gave him like
he had his legs up properly and he was swimming really well, so we've kept them so we can use them when we go swimming other places and stuff. But yeah, they were really nice. They've got Discovery Cove written on them and stuff.
Yeah.
It was really good. Should we do close?
Yeah. Have we got time?
Nope. We'll come back and do close. Alright, so it's a little bit later on in the day. We had to go pick up the kids from school and do a few other bits.
And I had to go to
nip around to work for a little bit. But yeah, so sorry about the shadows a little bit. But,
hopefully you can still see everything.
Yeah. Carrying on, we were going to go to clothes next. So we've got Harley's figment top that we spoke about earlier.
Yeah.
So she loves dragons,
Yeah,
and she
she
didn't
does.
realise there was a dragon for Disney. So,
Although the ride was a bit
yeah, the rides.
naff.
I think we spoke at the time. For us, it was a bit one and done. But she loved it. She fell in, like, it's perfect for kids their age.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got this in the gift shop for her.
Bring it
We
back
saw
forward.
it's got like the
There you go. So the
spark of imagination.
Yeah.
I think it says or something.
Yeah.
But it's a cute little top for Harley.
Yeah.
We figured it was better than buying her the set of ears, because she'll get more use out of it this way instead of just something that'll sit on a shelf or in a drawer.
Collecting dust.
Collecting dust.
There
So,
might have been.
I can't remember if we spoke about it or not, but
No, we didn't. So in one of the videos, you might notice that James changed his clothes.
yeah, we were at Epcot at the time.
And so what happened was we had these little telescopic
Straws,
and we said, don't lose it in the bowl, or it's going to be a nightmare to get it out.
Yeah.
And from that, he thought he was going to be in complete trouble because if it happened, that for it to fall into the bowl.
Yeah.
Instead of not telling us that is what happened, he drank the bottle of Coke and practically done the Sprite challenge.
Yeah, he
trying to
basically
get it out.
chugged the whole bottle of Coke, thinking that was the best way to get the straw instead of telling us. So that meant he then
threw it
brought it all back up.
And his brownie.
Bless him. And he was in the middle of the Connections Cafe, and it went everywhere. It was horrible.
Yeah.
There was a really nice family next to us as well that gave us a load of wipes to clean.
I was going to say
down. So I made a quick dash to the shop across the street, or the little road bit.
Yeah.
And got him a couple of clothes for him, but
this is
so we got
cute.
a nice little partner statue t-shirt.
Yeah.
It was really cute. And then got him some shorts to go with it, which is just got Castle and Mickey and Friends on it. Cute little pair of shorts, but again, it was an accident.
Yeah.
But
I thought to myself, James is being very quiet.
Yeah.
I look up and his back is to me, and I'm like, James, what are you doing? And then the whole bottle is gone.
Just came out.
And he practically done Sprite challenge, and only all this brown stuff came out, and I was like, oh, no, we don't have any change of clothes. And I was like, there's got to be some clothes somewhere for him.
Yeah.
And Matt went out, and like you said,
We took him to the bathroom, cleaned him. It was fine. Literally, once it happened, it was fine.
I was so,
probably shouldn't really keep going on about it.
My poor baby.
But so we also went to Gideon's eventually.
Yeah.
We've still got the little
menu.
They give these out to you while you're in the queue, so you can sort of pick what you're going for. And it gives you like a list of all of them, the drinks and everything. But it does mention down in the corner there's a little QR code, and we scanned that, and it comes up with like a load of merchandise that you don't see in the shop.
Yeah, I didn't.
There was a couple of bits like candles and stuff, but they had like t-shirts and hoodies and things like that. And we saw, or Nick saw one that she really liked, didn't you? So
it's at the front. It's just a plain black hoodie t-shirt with the
Gideon's logo.
I'm trying to get it so that you guys can see with the light. Yeah.
And then on the back.
And then on the back is the gargoyle. It with a green background, and it's really like kind of textured.
It's sort of vintagey,
and,
isn't it?
Yeah, weathered kind of, and it's in person. It's lovely.
Yeah, it's right up your street, and
yeah,
sort of type of clothes you wear. So, and then on the back of the menu, you get a cool little thing. I think it's different every month as well.
Yeah.
So it's a cool little thing. So it's a little keepsake as well. We've got a few hoodies and spirit jerseys / jumpers. Obviously, we live in the UK, so it gets cold.
Yeah, it does.
So I got a hoodie.
Sorry, I'm trying to.
It was something I saw. I was looking for a nice dark hoodie or a jumper or something like that, and I couldn't really find one that I liked, apart from another spirit jersey you'll see.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of the printed on stuff. I prefer sort of stitched on or a bit more permanent and doesn't come off in the wash. And I found one in the shop after Star Tours.
Yeah.
And it was really nice. Loved it. Did not have my size. Gutted.
Well, they had an extra large.
They had they had an X double XL.
Sorry.
And it was way too baggy. Like it was.
Yeah, you
I had,
look
bat
like
wings and
you look like a flying squirrel.
Yeah, so it just wasn't for me. But we were in the departure lounge, MCO, and they have a Universal and a Disney shop, and went in there and I saw it, and they had a lot of my size. So worth checking in there if there's something you couldn't find.
Check always.
Yeah, just check in them shops as well.
Yeah.
So,
but
it's a Star Wars. It's Star Wars in black.
On a dark navy blue hoodie.
And it's got some cartoony type of stormtroopers. You can't see it, but in black it says pew pew. It's the same as my
pin.
My pin that I got. So there's another one down there, and then on the back you've got another one. So yeah, it's a nice little hoodie. There are no pockets, which is the only downside of it, but it is so nice and warm and fleecy on the inside. So yeah, love that. I've worn it a couple of times already. Won't be back a day.
But yeah, it's definitely worth checking with a cast member if they have the hoodie in stock of your size, because they can see if there's stock in the other stores, like at Disney Springs
or on anywhere on property.
Yeah, but they couldn't. I'm guessing he couldn't see the stock quantity list for the store in
the airport.
The airport, thank you.
Yeah. So yeah, it's, like Nick said, it's worth just asking. Like, I'd do the same at Universal as well. Just ask if they've got it in a different shop, because a lot of the shops for both Universal and Disney have the same stock, even at the resorts.
Yeah.
Like in our hotel at Surfside, they had a lot of Harry Potter stuff in the gift shop. And you'll see it up here. There's a blanket that we'll show you in a little while.
Yeah.
You fell in love with that in one of the actual Universal shops, and then we didn't see it, but then they had it at that was at the airport. Sorry, that one.
So yeah. So the one in the well, we'll get to that.
We'll get to the
yeah, that's a different story.
Yeah,
we're doing clothes, not blankets.
So we got James a hoodie as well.
Obviously.
If you can guess where. Yeah, so I was in the Discovery Centre. They've got a shop downstairs and upstairs, so it is worth going upstairs, not just hanging around in the basement.
Yeah.
Upstairs is also where there's a restaurant, so definitely worth looking up there.
Yeah.
But it's a cute little jumper. We got him a bigger size so we can grow into it, and it'll last him a bit longer.
Same as we did with Harley, because Harley is 9.
She's growing too fast.
10 next year. So I was like, she's grown too quick. So.
Yeah, we got this.
So we got her an extra small, didn't we?
Yeah, this was in the gift shop after Toy Story Mania. Yeah, this is like an adult's extra small. It's not a kid's size.
So it's like an oversized jumper dress hoodie type thing, isn't it? I
mean, it's an adult's extra small.
No,
hoodie.
but on her,
it's a bit longer. It's a bit longer.
Yes,
that's
so
what she meant.
So we've got a pink sleeve. Sorry, a pink sleeve and a blue sleeve.
And I'm the colourblind one.
Damn it! And
there's different colour sleeves.
Yeah. And on the hood, oh my god, you got all the
different characters, but it's really cute how it's been done. So it's a nice little repeating pattern.
They're sort of faded.
And it's on the pocket as well, on the front.
Oh, sorry. Give me a second. Here we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, it's really cute, and she looks adorable in it as well.
She does.
I think she wore it in one of the video after we bought it, because it was raining as well, so she used that as a little hood.
Yeah, so it's just plain.
Yeah,
and
this is Toy Story Land on the label.
Yeah.
So
has it got land on it?
Yeah, it says Land. Toy Story Land. So it's not just Toy Story.
It does. It doesn't just say, so you can only get it in Toy Story Land.
Yeah. Yeah, that was really cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, she looks good in it.
Yeah, she does. She looks very grown up. Very mature. Right, next one is yours.
So yeah, my Spirit jersey. It's just a plain black Spirit jersey.
He saw it, he wanted it,
but it's got the different style logo on it. Because obviously in Disney World you get the sort of the square one quite often. I'm not a huge fan of that, really. I'll be honest. I prefer like the Disney signature sort of D on it. But yeah, it's just plain black on the front, and then on the back, again it says Walt Disney World. Again with the signature style D, whereas a lot of the other ones do have that square TV sort of style.
Yeah, I don't like the square TV.
No.
I like that because that was what we had at the beginning of our Disney movies, because it would all be written out.
Yeah. I mean, the D is the logo for Disney World. It has been since it started.
I know, but I like that.
It's just preference, really. But,
yeah.
But they had sort of a beige style, but with like a blue logo, didn't they?
Yeah.
It's the same exact design, just different colours. But so it was really nice.
My husband got me this.
I did. I saw it and I had to get it.
I did.
Were we in
Animal Kingdom.
Animal Kingdom, that was it. I was in one of the shops on Discovery Island.
I didn't see it. Matt did.
Yeah. But
look,
she likes all her villains. And
I do like my villains, and it's a poison apple. And he, at first, this is all I saw.
Yep.
And I was like, I love it. I want it.
And then I turned it round.
And then he turned it round, and I had no idea that this was there.
Yep. And it also, the flames spell queen, which is really cute.
Because he calls me I'm his queen.
Yeah. So I thought it was really cute.
I'm an evil queen.
Yes, you are.
Taking all your money.
Yep. Yeah, no, I thought it was really cute. It's also stitched as well, like.
Oh yeah, it's embroidered as well.
It's embroidered, sorry. So it's not. It's not
all transfer.
It's a bit nicer, I think.
It's a nice sort of texture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we should probably move on to the Halloween stuff that you bought. Okay, so we didn't go to Halloween Horror Nights because the kids are a bit too young for that, and we're not really into like jump scares. I mean, we might go once when they're a bit older, but having people jump out at me is not my idea of fun night.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
Yeah.
It looks cool. Like I like all the idea of the walking around the park, but doing the actual houses, I'm not really into that. But
no, we like our heart rhythms as they are.
Yeah. But that being said, they did have some really nice merch.
They did.
We already showed you. We got the mugs that had all the Halloween Horror Nights stuff on it. But yeah, you fell in love with this T-shirt, didn't you?
I did.
It's a really cool design.
It's very punk rocky.
Yeah, they had a lot of punk rocky stuff, didn't they? They had like the denim jackets with the big patches on the back, and a lot of the flannel type T-shirts, like lumberjacky type.
Yeah, they were absolutely lovely. I had to get one.
Yeah, and I think some of them even said they're all like they're different, aren't they? Like they've all been individually.
Yeah, so it says
that one does as well.
Yeah, due to the technique.
Unique printing process.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Dyslexic. Yeah.
The unique printing process. No two shirts are exactly alike. Garments may vary. So
thank you.
Yeah, it's nice to have like a little. Everyone's is different sort of thing.
Yeah. So I like whitewash T-shirts anyway.
Yeah.
Or acid wash. Sorry.
Yeah.
So yeah, because I like the extra texture.
Yeah.
Pizzazz.
So moving on to the Disney Halloween side of things, we did do the Mickey's Not So Scary party.
With more acid wash T-shirts. I just realised.
She just looked at me.
It just says glow in the dark, and I'm like, oh my god, this is acid testing. Mum.
Words.
Yeah. Anyway, it glows in the dark as well.
Yes, the Hocus Pocus, and you've got the Winnie and Minnie.
Winnie Minnie.
Minnie is Winnie.
Yeah.
And you've got Daisy as Sarah.
Yeah.
And Clarabelle as Mary.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Sanderson sisters.
Yeah, and then on the back.
No, that is the back. Oh no, sorry, that's the other T-shirt I was thinking of. Sorry.
You got
on the back.
Walt Disney World with the
D shape that we were on.
With the D.
But you make an exception for that one.
I'm making the exception
I love all these eyes and stuff.
Because it glows in the dark. That is the only reason.
I think as well, just the eyes and stuff around it.
Yes, I like look at that.
Yeah.
It is really nice.
Yeah.
And obviously the front has all
just
the...
says it's a bunch of Hocus Pocus.
Yeah.
So it's really cool.
It's a really nice big one as well.
Yeah.
I can't wait till...
We did get to see them. They did the rainy day parade for us because obviously it was raining, and they were the characters that were in. They only had 3 cars come out, but they were some of the characters in there. So we did still get to see them
for a brief second.
For a brief, yeah, as they drove.
For a brief?
For a brief second. For a brief second as they drove past. I'm still jet lagged. I've got to be. There's no other explanation.
No, we're just idiots.
Yeah. Okay. That too. So Nick then got a Spirit jersey as well.
Oh yeah.
I think was it the party exclusive one?
I have no idea.
Yes, I think it is.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know. It just says brilliant something.
I'm pretty sure it's party exclusive because it says about it on the front.
So, just
Magic Kingdom 2024.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't remember if it is or not, but it's just.
It was in the party exclusive section that you could only get in if you had.
Yeah.
Party
So
tickets.
it's got Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. Oh, because it says Halloween Party, it might be.
Yeah.
And
so they had like a roped off section, didn't they, inside the Emporium?
Yeah, and then you got. I can't see. Am I?
Yeah. It's got the same. It's got the same sort of logo as the pin that we got.
Yeah.
With some of the other characters. So there was what version where you had Goofy and Donald on the pin, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But it's got the same pumpkin and the same design. It's just got more of the characters on it.
Yeah. And it's in
the Fab
like
Five.
It's in the
It's not embossed.
font
Yeah.
is
Not embossed. It's the other.
it's not embossed. It's
It's
so it's like the puff transfer.
Yeah.
It's raised. I think it's called puff. Puff texture. I'm not really sure. I'm not into garments. I'm not into textiles at the moment. Give it a couple of weeks.
So the next one was it's a t-shirt I bought before the party. Trying to remember where I bought it.
Connections.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Connections.
Epcot.
In Epcot, yeah.
I think you were like, sod it, I'm getting one.
Yeah, I didn't really have a top to wear for the party, whereas Nick had taken the top to wear before we went.
It wasn't
sort of Halloweeny style.
Disney. I got it.
We got it from HMV, didn't we?
I got it from. Yeah.
It was HMV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little Lucy Purr.
Lucy Purr and had a cat sort of devilled up. And Harley had like a Stitch and Angel top, but it was a like black sort of top. So
it was like a rock band.
Yeah, rock and roll sort of thing. So it sort of went, but I didn't have anything, so I bought this, which is a nice purple Halloweeny sort of t-shirt.
Yeah, did you want to bring it forward a little bit?
Yeah.
Right, so this pumpkin here is embroidered.
Quite a few of them are embroidered, aren't they?
This is embroidered.
I think Chip and Dale is as well somewhere.
Yeah, I didn't know Chip and Dale was in there until we actually
they're on the pumpkin.
took it off.
Yeah, they're on the pumpkin.
Oh yeah, they're here.
Yeah, but it's just a nice little Halloween thing. Like I'll probably wear it at Halloween as well.
It would be rude not to,
It
babe.
would be rude not to. So yeah, got that.
Mm.
And it's even got on the like Walt Disney on the.
Yeah, which is also embroidered.
Yeah.
Yes.
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 Yeah. So I quite like that. Purple's my favourite colour.
It's one of the first things that we started talking over.
Yeah.
Purple forever.
Yep. So there's another top. I'm not sure if this one was party exclusive or not. It was in that section, wasn't it?
It was in. Yeah, that's the thing. They put it right in. So you can get stuff that's not party exclusive, and that's right next to the party exclusive stuff.
Yes.
And it's just like this thin little bit of rope, and people say, no, you can't come in. Or
Yeah. Or you have to wait. That people could go past it, weren't there?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that was party exclusive, that top.
I think it might have been because I asked...
Because there was one of those ones. Sorry, there was one of those ones you spotted when we went the first night, and sort of like, I want to get that and that. So you knew mentally before we went on the actual party what you were aiming for.
Yeah. But they are serious about the rope. I was it?
Do not cross that rope unless it's your time to cross that rope.
Yeah, it was the Mini Winnie, the glow in the dark
Spirit jersey
that I wanted to get. That wasn't
in the normal section.
No, it was in the normal section. Sorry. But because the queue went past the normal that everyone else can buy.
Yeah.
She was like, I was like, can I look at that, please? And she was like, are you going to the party? And I was like, yeah.
Had bracelets on.
Yeah. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry, my love, just people try and sneak in. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then I was like, you're very serious about it. She's like, oh, I'm deadly serious. And I was like, oh.
She was nice about it, don't get me wrong. She was doing her job.
Yeah.
She was doing her job.
Yeah.
She was very nice about it. But yeah, they are strict. They check your wrist. We had a pink one, but there are other colours. We spotted orange on people other days. And
yeah, so they do
for different days.
Alternate
colours of the wristbands.
Yeah. Some are green, some are purple, some are pink, some are orange.
Yeah. We had
Halloween colours.
We had pink ones.
Did we have pink?
Yeah, we had pink.
Oh. I can't remember. It's been so long.
So the t-shirt, anyway.
T-shirt. Little cauldron at the front. That says Sanderson's sister. No,
this is Hocus Pocus Villain Spectacular 2024.
Yeah, so this was
which is the show. That's the show that they put on in front of the castle.
Yeah, and it's like
a band t-shirt in a way.
Yeah, kind of.
Or newspaper style.
Sorry, am I in
advertisement?
Yeah.
You can see like hijinks and shoots and stuff and bewitching. So it's sort of like a newspaper article about the show, basically.
Yeah, it's like a poster.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a poster.
But it's the same sort of style as on the mug that used the Turvis that we saw earlier.
Yeah, it's got like a stitching around it, so it's kind of like a big giant patch.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really nice. I like it.
Yes. Follow the black cat to the party only at Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
I will follow you, Binks.
Something else. If you spent over $40, you could then buy the bag for $29.99.
So basically half price.
Yeah. Otherwise, it was a lot more to buy the bag. But yeah, it's a Halloween tote bag, but it's really good quality. It's like canvas. It's quite a deep bag as well for what it is.
Yeah. We put all of the stuff in this, and then we were like, oh, we messed up. Yeah,
right at the start of the party, we then had a load of stuff to carry around. So and I'm very glad we did in the end.
Yeah.
We went to the front of the park near the train station. They have a locker section there, and we just purchased a locker. I think it was $11 for the locker. But obviously, you've seen from the videos, it rained and it rained and it rained.
It rained a lot.
When we left, it was sort of stopping, wasn't it? But
yeah.
So everything that we'd bought, like Nick had bought, all this party exclusive stuff,
would have been
been damaged. It would have been, So,
but at the same time, if we didn't go
early enough, you wouldn't have got it because they sell out most parties from stock.
Because obviously they're controlling how much they have, and they want to make sure that they have enough for the other parties.
People in October and so.
But the queue when we got there pretty early, and the queue was
still
long.
big, and
it was very long.
It got even longer while we were still there, so I'm glad we did go early, and I'm really glad we got the locker just to put everything in.
But yeah, it's just a black.
It's a zip bag on it as well.
Yeah,
so
it's nothing to
keep secure.
Oh, there's a zip on the inside, so that's good to know.
So you could use it as a day bag if you want to walk around with a pumpkin on it.
Overnight bag.
Yeah. But I mean, if we ever go back, it'll be a nice bag to
Halloween.
Even use on your travel day or something, wouldn't it?
Halloween on it.
Maybe a cool gym bag or something as well. Right. Put a load of stuff in it.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're into that stuff.
If we were gym people.
What?
If we were gym people.
I need to be a gym person. I feel like I need to with all the carbs that I ate. All the sugar. Oh.
Speaking of sugar and Halloween.
Oh my god.
We haven't touched on the actual party yet. So when you're at the party, you obviously get your little bag. And the first couple of stops they put like 1 or 2 bits of chocolate in. Yeah. But throughout the night they'll just start shoveling it in.
Yeah, because they need to get rid of it by the end of the day.
Yeah. There's one where we went to Gaston's Tavern.
Yeah.
Where it's a very short little loop, so you could just join the party.
Yeah.
And rinse them. But I took my backpack with me, so every time we filled up, we then put it in there. Actually, no, it wasn't my backpack. It was I got a dry bag.
Yeah.
Before we left.
I think we
and that paid dividends because, like we said, it rained and the chocolate would have got
melted.
Like I've seen pictures of people at other parties where all their chocolate got soaked and just all the chocolate ran off it, and so we put it in a dry bag. But this bag,
which we did show you in a previous video when we were back at.
We showed you in a previous video about how we got it and stuff. But, this bag is full of chocolate.
It's the fact that he actually brought it back with him.
Yeah. How much we paid for them tickets, but you can see it is absolutely full of chocolate. And it's all like Skittles and Snickers, Twixers, Milky Ways. But a few like the gummy Skittles as well.
These,
there's a lot of American chocolate in here as well that we haven't. Harley quite likes the Lifesaver gummies. And there was just like Musketeer bars, there's Starbursts. So it's all decent chocolate. And even got the new Skittles gummies that they had over there. I bought a pack.
Matt likes them. I don't. I think they have.
These
a weird
are the wild berry ones, but they.
I think they have a weird aftertaste.
I like them. They had also normal Skittles as well, so they'll last us for a while. M&Ms as well.
Are they normal ones?
These ones are normal ones. They had the peanut butter M&Ms.
Oh, but like even in a dry bag, you can see like the bag is not doing too well. They're not plastic like they used. They're paper.
Yeah. So they also had peanut butter M&Ms Mega, and they are big M&Ms. And Harley loves them, don't you, Harley? That's how much you love them.
Even though they were in a dry bag, you can sort of see. No, you can't. I can't show. They started to melt.
The colours ran off them.
The colours are starting to run.
Yeah.
So even though it rained, this was probably the bag has probably actually saved the chocolate.
Oh, that's another top that I got that I highly recommend getting. So when we went to Typhoon Lagoon the first day, I burnt like a lobster. I was so red. So red. So even like I put sun cream on everywhere, and that did nothing. It was a hot day. Lots of water. Even if it said water resistant on it, it still didn't work. So in the shop there, right near the entrance, they had Typhoon Lagoon versions, but I got a Blizzard Beach sort of swim top, where it's got a sort of Mickey Mouse on skis on the front, and then on the back
it's got
Blizzard Beach, and it is actually a Spirit jersey. It says
which he didn't know. I noticed when I hung it up to dry.
Oh no, it actually says Spirit jersey. So technically I've got two Spirit jerseys, but this is UPF 50 on it. So, and I wore this every time we went to the water park after, and I did not burn at all. So it did save my shoulders from any extra damage. And it was really comfy to wear. I didn't think I'd be used to walking in water in a shirt, but the type of material it is, it does cling to you when you go in the water a little bit, but you get used to it really quickly. Dried pretty quick as well when we hung them up in the bathrooms.
Yeah.
It's still a little bit damp because we swam quite close to coming back, but highly recommend. Even if you buy one here before you go out, just make sure it's got that sun protection on it.
Yeah. Why didn't you get the Typhoon Lagoon? Is it the
it was
colour
blue? It was sort of pale blue, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's like a sky blue.
It was like sky blue, and as you can tell from the Spirit jerseys and hoodie, I prefer darker colours. I don't know why, I just do, but
because it makes your eyes pop.
Be cute. But so they did have this in grey as well, but that was really good.
Yeah.
I think the only thing left is your blanket.
Where is it?
Right here.
Oh, it's... Yes.
So
I might have to move back for this.
I'll stand up with it if you want to talk about it.
So we were at Universal and I saw a blanket. I was like, oh, I haven't got a blanket yet. Because the kids brought their own blankets and I was like, I should probably leave with a blanket for winter.
Yeah, it was also from the flight we bought the kids ones, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Just to keep them warm.
Yeah. And I don't have one. And
I think the first one we saw though, wasn't it? It was the Hogwarts Express was on it. And you weren't too keen on the picture on it, like it wasn't.
No, so it was like pixelated in a sense with like the thread.
Yeah.
It was.
It looked like an old jigsaw, didn't it? Like
yeah.
the Scottish train and stuff like that. But
it wasn't nice, and I was like, I'm really gutted because that would have been cool if it was the Hogwarts logo with all the houses. And then we went to where did we go?
It was a shop.
Universal.
It was a shop after Gringotts, wasn't it?
Yeah, and they had it, and I was like, oh my god, they do it.
Yeah.
And I looked at the price and I was like, oh,
$85, wasn't it?
I was like, it's a bit pricey for a blanket.
So we thought we'd think about it and stuff and see how much money we had left at the end of the holiday.
But then I was thinking to myself, it's actually really good quality.
Yeah, and then we went to Hogsmeade, didn't we? And we saw they had a Christmas version.
Yeah. Yeah, they had. I would have gotten that if I had the disposable income. But look at this. It's kind of like a big tapestry.
Yeah, you can see this as like a wall hanging.
Like, I don't know if you can see or like the. This is not printed. It's actually
see,
woven.
Like, from the back, it's
woven. It's like a carpet.
Yeah, I mean you could have it both ways. It looks quite nice, like that.
Yeah, it does.
But yeah, you could use this like as a carpet almost. It's not like heavy like a carpet.
Yeah. So I have that to keep me super warm.
So I'll be on the sofas. I can sit back again. Yeah. A nice little.
It's not a little blanket. It's a big boy.
Ooh, speaking of which, there is one more thing.
Oh, talking of Christmas. Yes, we went in a Christmas shop.
In Disney Springs.
Yes.
It's a shop you definitely want your children not to touch things in.
Yeah.
Yes, touch.
Yep, they were touching everything.
I wasn't.
So it's I think we did show it on camera. I think, but I think I showed you looking at it. I can't remember quite right at the minute. I haven't edited the videos yet. So
it's
I'll be honest.
they've wrapped it very well considering.
We haven't actually checked it yet, so hopefully it's still together.
Oh God, if it's not.
No, you'd have felt it by now, I think.
I don't know. It's been very well wrapped, and it's been taped as well. I can't actually.
I will say that the things that were packed by Disney were packed really well. Like the mug that I bought for my mum, it was really well packed, so that wasn't damaged at all. Unlike my Starbucks mug.
Oh, may it rest in pieces.
Yeah,
Pieces. It rests in pieces. Yeah. So it's.
So with our Christmas tree, we sort of have a
Traditional.
gold, red and green traditional sort of colour scheme.
Yeah.
So we're quite picky on what we pick for it. There's also a lot of glass on there as well, but we wanted something from Disney to remember it by, and this is the only one that we sort of would really go with it, wouldn't it?
That wouldn't clash too much.
And we can sort of tuck it in there, but yeah, it's a really nice sort of tartan.
It's blue, it's green, it's red, it's glittery.
The blues aren't bright blue either, are they?
No, it's a dark navy. It's very
so
dark.
it blends really well, but they are all hand painted as well.
Yeah, we did notice that there are some that are not the same, where they might have accidentally skipped
a part of the process. Like one of the
baubles
colours
had gotten through, and the blue wasn't blue, and it was brown,
sort of like a see-through browny colour. So yeah, just check the ones you want, because also some of the lines crossed over in a weird way, didn't they?
I think they all kind of did in a sense, and
they're all unique in that way.
And
but it was
I was kind of sensing that is what made it unique.
But yes, that's a
no
$30 bauble.
Yeah, no two baubles are the same.
Yeah, $30 for that bauble.
Yeah, I'm so glad it made its way home though. I can't wait.
Like I say, they packed it in a nice box as well. So.
Yeah. Can't wait to hang it up. It's just got to survive now until then.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much everything that we brought, isn't it?
Yeah, I think
It's
so.
a lot.
Was there anything else you wanted to sort of talk about?
Oh, it's not item related, but it was the only thing that I could think of while I was at work. If you get overstimulated really quickly by loud noises, there's a part in, was it Rise of the Resistance or thingy, where we were in that cave and all these people behind
it was
us.
echoing, wasn't it?
It echoed, and there's kids in there, playing, which is fine. But when it echoes, and then you've got my kids talking to me, and it was like making my brain rattle. Yeah, just be aware that you might want to consider some loop earplugs.
Or just any earplugs in general, I guess, would really help.
They
sold earplugs at a lot of the resorts and the gift shops as well.
Yeah, but it is getting that right decibel sort of
it was just sort of ricocheting around in some of the caves and stuff. But
I can't. What was it? Was it the Resistance?
It might have been Rise. There was quite a few rides where you're in. I think it was Hagrid's as well. There's a section where you go through the caves, sort of bits, tunnels. It's valid.
It did get a bit noisy, and I ended up just sitting there like this, looking like a idiot.
Speaking of Rise, though, I did like in their queue lines. I think I did get some footage, so if I haven't put it in before, I'm trying to put it in now. But they've thought of the queue line really well, where there's a lot of, it's built into the rocks, but there's seats all the way around, wasn't there?
Yes.
Like Rise had a lot of places for you to sit, so they thought about that, thought about people waiting, like how popular that ride's going to be, so they sort of knew ahead.
Yeah, they did.
And also things like
but not,
like I was going to say, like Flight of Passage, where they had toilets in them.
Yeah, not that far ahead though.
But Flight of Passage has got toilets partway through the queue.
But they don't have seats.
No,
so it's one or the other with Disney.
But most rides that do have long queues all had water fountains as well, which is really good for the kids.
Drinking fountains, not like actual.
Yeah, not
monuments.
water fountains. There was like drinking fountains. They, even in like the train to Hogwarts at Universal, they had them. Like pretty much both parks had water available everywhere. So don't worry about catching yourself short on a hot day in a long queue. I thought that was really well thought of. And fans everywhere. There's fans every queue line.
Yeah. If you are someone like, I don't know if you're the same. I think you are. That it does actually think that water does have a taste, and that it is different wherever you go. Like, there are people that are like, nah, water tastes the same wherever you go. No.
A lot of the water fountains, or like from the taps, they were very
bonky
tasting, like swampy. Like, don't get me wrong, it's perfectly fine and healthy to drink it.
Oh yeah. It does have like a weird aftertaste, because I feel like water takes on the filtration that it goes through.
Or the flavour of the filtration,
So if it's going through like a ton of copper pipes, it's going to taste metallic. If it's going through like volcanic rock, then it's going to taste pure as
like where we
water
live. Where we live is there's a lot of limescale in the rocks where we live, so it's you can taste that in the water.
Yeah.
But some places are really nice. Like when we walked through the Riviera, there was a water fountain, and that was like drinking bottled Buxton spring water. That was gorgeous water.
That we were like elephants. we
or camels. We were drinking that.
We were just like getting as much as we could out of that. We were like, oh.
That being said, like the freestyle Coke machines, the water from them in Universal was good as well. So but like we said earlier, just take some of these with you.
Yeah, just take some.
Put them in.
Yeah, and then you won't taste it. But if you do really want the water, proper British, didn't I? In it. with ice, then obviously there are Starbucks that will give you.
Yeah, you do have to queue up for that though. But
in Hollywood Studios, they had
trolley car or something like that,
where they have the little sweetener and stirring sticks. They had like these
sort of containers like full of water with like those little taps.
Yeah, and you can just go in and get it, but sometimes they run out.
They weren't always there, were they? So you could just grab sort of fully bottles up from there. But if you just got queue up and you're ordering another drink anyway, just ask for some ice water, even if you don't want it. Like that way, you can put it in a bottle for later.
Yeah.
Or in your resort mugs if you've got them with you, because they're insulated a little bit. Because you will need water at some point, because there's just too much fizzy dehydrates you anyway.
Yeah.
But, yeah, or you could go to any quick stop service or any like place like that and ask for water, and they'd give you ice water as well.
And obviously you still have the little grey button underneath the Minute Maid where the fountain drinks are.
Yeah.
But again, we can't guarantee that it's going to taste like water.
Yeah.
It might taste.
We had mixed
funky.
sort of not reviews, mixed sort of encounters with it. So one of the other things I want to talk about as well, I see it a lot on a lot of the Facebook groups where people are asking about what to do about money and stuff. We did take some money with us, some cash, some dollars and that.
For tipping.
Mostly for tipping.
Mousekeeping.
Mousekeeping.
Yeah.
We used it to pay for some of the character dining as well.
Yeah.
Just because it was easier without having to give your card out, and I wasn't a big fan of that, really.
Yeah, because sometimes you give it to them and then they walk away. Obviously, that's not.
Yeah, I mean, it's more. I've seen where it's, like sometimes accidentally you get like double charged for the meal because they'll give you you'll pay for it on your card and then you have to put the tip in after, and then they add the tip on after you've gone.
Yeah.
So it then comes out of your account, and sometimes it comes out more than once. I've seen people saying. So I was a bit apprehensive about that. So we paid for cash for a lot of the sit-down meals.
Yeah.
That being said, we used Monzo for...
Yep, Monzo to save the day.
Yeah, so we aren't affiliated in any way.
No.
It was just what we used and it worked best for us. There's no fees at all for using the card abroad, and it uses the MasterCard exchange rate, which is pretty much the exchange rate. It was better... The exchange rate was better on the card than it was by getting the cash from like places like Tesco or the currency exchange. We also got some from by like a whole 0.1%. So it adds up. It's like the odd $10-15 here and there. So but yeah, so we this isn't there's nothing on the front of this card, so you ain't got to worry. But this is our daughter's card, which and my son's got a blue one as well. And all the information's on the back, so you haven't got to worry about that. But you can get these sort of child accounts that... What are you doing?
I don't know. I'm trying to get...
Yeah,
it's
you can
pink.
see it's a pink card that says Monzo on it. I don't know how often. But yeah. You can get these sort of child accounts that are linked on your app, and you can transfer like pocket money basically to them, and then they can use their own card to pay for things. And even that was free, and they have their own PIN numbers, their secret numbers, as we told the kids. So they could use and feel like they were using their own money. So I could just transfer how much they were going to use a day. So we all had around $100 each a day, so I could put that into their account, and then that was what they could use that day to pay for stuff.
Yeah.
It's a good way of keeping track of their money. We're going to use it now we're back as well for them, for their pocket money and stuff. So if they keep their rooms tidy, put a $5 in or whatever a week, and
it also gives them like a self of independence and more grown up, because
sort of a sense of money in the real world as well.
Like they have like a card because that's what they see us pay with. So when we give them like a $5, they're like, what?
Yeah, and obviously American money's different for them. So, but yeah, the Monzo card, like I had no issues at all. You put your card in. Sometimes it asked for the PIN, sometimes it didn't, and then it was pretty quick to just say, yeah, you're approved. You get an instant notification on your smartphone through the app. I also had it from a watch, So you put that little ping, and it tells you in UK money how much you spent. So we'd spend like say $30 something on something, and it'd pop up on my phone saying, "Oh, you spent £20," and I'm like, "Oh, okay, yeah, that seems a bit more realistic."
Yeah.
Or we had like a meal and it come to like $100 and something, but it
And
popped
you're
up
like-
saying, "Oh, it cost $80," and I was like, "Do you know what? I would have paid $80 or £80, sorry, for that." So
Yeah.
you get to see in like the currency that you're
makes
used
more
to
sense than,
to you
yeah.
how much that was actually cost you. And
Yeah.
so yeah, I really rate that. And also it's a bit sort of not OCD, but I had like a spreadsheet that I was using throughout the whole holiday, where I had each day I was putting how much we spent on every item so it sort of track how much we'd spent at the end of the day and add it all up for us.
Yeah.
And using the Monzo app on the activity, like you could just see the breakdown of how much it was in dollars and pounds, and that really helped sort of manage our money, really, didn't it?
Yeah.
So
you also had the flexibility to be move money in and out of his account. So when we had Uber, or you could not have more money in there if they tried to charge you.
So what you try to so in the main account,
sorry.
I basically had like zero money in the main account, and then there's like a savings pot, which is where I kept all of our money for Florida in that, because it had a very high interest rate on it, so we were actually earning money off it quite a lot. So that I would transfer into the main account however much the ride was going to be. So say the ride was going to be $30, I'd put £30 in just to cover the tip as well, and then obviously that would come out. But if for some reason for some nefarious reason why they wanted to take more money than they should have done,
like if
there would be no money in the account for them to take it. So it was sort of like a little safety net as well, because it was tucked away in that little savings pot. But again, that's really easy to use on the app, like a quick couple of button presses and you can transfer whatever money you want to and from your savings pot or into the children's accounts as well.
Yeah, you had more control over the money, basically.
Yeah, it was just a lot easier than, I mean, that isn't our main bank account, but it was a lot easier to use than that was. So there was no fees at all for spending abroad. So
I'm actually considering getting
a
Monzo account.
Yeah.
Like, it just seems to be
a lot easier, doesn't it?
A lot. I'm also seeing more
people
with Monzo, and I'm starting to see why.
Yeah. I mean, it's good to have just there for holidays and things, because it's not just America, it's anywhere. There's no spending fees abroad at all.
Yeah.
So it's good. Speaking of abroad, for phones as well, I see a lot of people asking about what to use for phones. So we're EE customers. I paid £25 for a roaming pass before we went. And that just comes out on the next bill, basically. So it hasn't even come out yet. That'll be out at the end of the month.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had no problems. As soon as we went into America, that updated, and I had the internet 5G the whole time. I think that helped getting the virtual queue that we got for Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes, that's something as well. But I think you actually...
I think I spoke about that.
Yeah.
Where the time on my phone was actually, even though it was set to automatically, it was different than the world time when I searched it up on Nick's phone by nearly 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So if you go and buy your phone, it's time, and you're swiping at 6:59:59, you're already 2 minutes late.
Yeah.
So
don't be a noob.
Yeah. So that was a tip I found online, is to have a second phone with the time up from the internet, and just go by that and then swipe refresh at the right time.
Use the world clock.
And I got board in group 10. So I know it's not the first group, but it actually worked out really well, because then we actually did it back to back.
Yeah.
So that was really good. I think we spoke about the lightning lanes, how we got them, didn't we? Like from the UK, you shouldn't be able to get them from the UK.
Yeah. Because I was like, you can just use Tunnel Bear.
Yeah, a VPN, but it's done by location servers, not by your IP address. So at the moment with Disney, you can only get the lightning lanes 7 days before you go, if you're on American soil or in Canada, which is okay if you're doing that at the end of your holiday and you're doing Universal for a week first and you land and then you can do it, fair play to you. That's also if you're on resort. If you're off resort, it's 3 days before your visit. But I found out that you can just turn your location services off on your phone, and then in the app, the My Disney Experience app, just select it that in your profile that you live in America, and it'll believe you. So I was able to get it all up.
He lied. He lied.
Sorry, Disney. But it worked out really well.
Yeah.
We managed to get all of the lightning lanes that we wanted. We got the Hollywood Studios, we got the Slinky Dog Dash, Terra Terra, and Toy Story Mania.
Yeah.
And throughout the day, like as soon as you've tapped into one, you can then
do another.
Except for if you tap in at the front of the line, sometimes there's a second point you have to tap in, so you can't book your next one until you've tapped into the final point on that queue. So when we did Slinky Dog, we had to tap in again quite near the actual getting on the ride.
Oh, okay.
So we tapped in twice in that queue, and I couldn't like fiddle faddle my next one until I'd gone through that second touch point.
Yeah.
So just bear that in mind if you are like trying to do it straight away. Don't panic. There's probably another point you've got to tap in on. But yeah, that worked really well. I think next time I'd try and budget to use lightning lanes a bit more. It was really simple to use once you've done it once. Like you know what you're doing. It was quite easy to do, and it worked really well for us that day. We managed to get a lot done. And there was other days where I was sat in that queue and just thinking, I wish that was me walking past right now.
Yeah,
really do. So, and that's why halfway through the holiday we forked out and paid for another Guardians single lightning lane because we wanted to ride that ride again.
But we did not want to wait.
And we could have done the virtual queue, but we weren't going to be in that park till later on in the day.
Yeah.
So it just worked out better to just book it for the time we needed, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's most of our sort of tips and tricks and overviews and hauls and.
Yeah, I think now it would be trying to find an alternative, cheaper way to actually going back.
Yeah, so we do want to go back, but there's no doubt about it. We all four of us want to go back through hell or high water. So we're going to be looking into ways of doing that a bit cheaper and a bit more manageable because we did spend a lot on this holiday. And I think next time we wouldn't necessarily need to spend as much because there's a lot of things that we did because it was our first time. But next time we'll be all right not doing it. Things like the character dine and
we probably won't be doing that again.
Probably won't be doing the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party next time.
Well, it
depends on what time of the year we go, but again, we want to go for longer next time. So we're sort of limited to the summer holidays, really.
Yeah, we're kind of the summer holidays or like maybe Christmas time, but again, Christmas is expensive. Yeah. So.
But yeah, we'll be looking at booking a villa, I think, next time.
Yeah.
And hiring a car. So we can get about and see a bit more of Florida, do a couple more different things.
Yeah, if you guys know any cheap,
please let
loopholes,
us know.
yes, anything that will help towards saving money so that we can get out there sooner.
Yeah. And then we can hopefully bring you some more content.
Please, yes. Please put them in the comments.
Yeah, we'd like to hear from any one of you as well, like any of your experiences that you've had, and if there's anything you want to know as well, like we'll happily answer questions. Yeah. We've been there and done that now, so we know what we're.
We've got the t-shirts.
Yeah, lots of them.
Shirts.
So yeah, if there's anything we can help you guys with, we'll happily answer in the comments below. Feel free to message us. We'll happily answer any questions as well.
Yeah.
Like I said, if any of these videos do really well, I'll happily do a video going through the book, like the planning and the booking of it.
Yeah, I think
we did that all separately.
We didn't use a travel agent.
No, we did it all separately.
And I think you did really well.
Thanks.
To be honest, because there's no way in hell I would have been able to do it.
Yeah, it was like sort of organising an army, wasn't it?
An army force.
Yeah, but yeah, so if that's something you guys are interested in, just let us know as well below. But yeah, if you've made it this far, thank you so much for joining us on this adventure.
Yes.
These videos were sort of the kids' idea.
Yes, yes, that is the other thing I wanted to say. Yeah. Sorry. Good. Oh, right, I'm sorry, I'm butting in.
It's all right. No, it's something the kids want to do. They've seen a lot of YouTube videos and they wanted us to sort of make our own content and be in it as well. And they've done, hopefully I'm going to put some of their videos in if they're any good, but they started to take the videos themselves and stuff. But they wanted us to sort of document what we do, really.
Yeah.
And it's not just Florida. We've been to other places like Legoland and with videos, just family walks and things like that they want to do.
We started out doing like little reels on Instagram, to sort of slowly building our way up.
It's mostly just for them though, because I don't know about you, but when you think about when you went on holiday as a kid, you remember one or two things, and it's like, I mean, I went to Florida when I was a kid, and again, there's only a couple of things that you actually really remember, and you just see the odd Polaroid really bad photos, but now we have the technology,
the grainy,
we had all those wind-up cameras, and we had one each, and we were all taking our own
disposable
pictures.
Cameras.
You've just got your thumb over the lens, and
it's just a finger.
Yeah, or a picture of a dark bush because you thought there was an animal there, but there wasn't. Sorry, Mum. But yeah, no, we've got. It was just for the kids to have memories, really. That's what these are really about, and they can look back and if they're ever got questions of, oh, so what did we do? And, here you go. This is
what we got.
This is what we got. This is what we did.
This is what you thought about it at the time.
Yeah, so we tried to get a lot of the kids' opinions. I mean, and most of them were like thumbs up or thumbs down because they're a little bit shy. As soon as the camera goes on, they go shy. But
we don't actually force them to.
No, that's why they're not talking to the camera as much, because we want them to want to be on camera.
Yeah, we don't force them to. No. We always ask them before if they want to do a review or if they want to say anything. 9 times out of 10, they are like, yes.
Well, you saw earlier, they just pop in.
Yeah, Harley's like...
They like photobomb and being included, so...
Yeah.
Which is really nice. It's nice to see them opening up and sort of expressing themselves a bit more, so... Yeah. And you've just seen, like, Harley was dancing on camera. Like, James was dancing all the time on holiday.
They have their moments, don't they?
Yeah, so, I mean, it's just family time, that's what these are about. But if our videos can help any of you with your planning, or even if you've got just the Disney blues, and you just want to watch some Disney content, like, if that helps you guys, it helps you guys as well as us being able to sort of help the kids remember their holidays in the future. So hopefully we'll get a lot more videos out of our days and adventures out and about, not just abroad but here in the UK as well. Yeah,
because they're meant to be doing a Universal park here.
Yeah, so fingers crossed there'll be a park a few hours drive away instead of 10-hour flights.
Yes.
So that'll be interesting. Now that we know the kids love roller coasters, we've got more parks here we can do.
We could be annual pass holders.
I mean, we could do that with Merlin for Alton Towers and Fort Park and stuff for the kids now.
Oh, damn it, yeah.
Now that we know the kids love their roller coasters.
Is James tall enough now?
Some of them is,
Nice.
Yeah.
So there will be some park days of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there'll be a lot more content coming to the channel, I think.
Yeah, there will be more stuff to come. Because we're also thinking about going up north.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Aren't we?
We'll do a road trip up there. So see a bit of Scotland.
Yeah. I think we might be going to Cornwall at some point as well.
We love Cornwall. We've been there quite a lot.
Matt has family down in Cornwall and up north. So,
it'd be nice to go visit them
and that would be
document our travels and adventures for the kids as well. So
I think that will probably be our summer.
Yeah.
So
while we save up to go to Disney again.
Well, we save up to
So if you did like it, just let us know. If you didn't, let us know.
Either way, let us know.
Just let us know if there's something you liked, you didn't like. We're happy to grow with you as a channel.
Yeah, so, we are new to this, as you can tell.
Yeah, you can probably tell. There's a few days. I've noticed already, just going through the footage, where we forgot to sign off, or we waited until the next day, and so we're getting used to it. And if there's something,
at the same time, it was our holiday.
It was our holiday. We didn't want it to be like a job.
No.
So it was. We were just filming. Like, I should film this, or I should film that, and or do that again. So just, you know what I mean, it was just things like that. But if there's something you want us to focus more on next time, just let us know.
Yeah. And if you think that this series of Disney would be any help to any of your family and friends, or if you just enjoyed it,
Yeah, just let other people know.
share, like, comment, subscribe.
Or as Harley would say, hit
Yes.
that bell.
Yes, the little bell.
But yeah, no, thank you so much for joining us. We hope you hear from us soon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But we also hope to hear from them.
Yeah.
Because we want to hear from you.
Brilliant. Cool.
Bye.